My fellow Americans and autists who voted for Trump, it's your boy Dank Brandon here. Well, here's a joke for you. What do Willie Brown and the 2024 presidential election have in common? Kamala Harris blew both of them. I shouldn't have said that.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
I'm sorry. No, 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 no. Why?
It's all right. It's all right. I feel that way too. It's all right. We feel that way together, okay? Let it out. Let it out.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm so pissed off! Fuck! 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 God damn it!
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
Itty bitty cheese and a ball. Itty bitty cheese and a ball.
Kaya, please just fucking go, but just stop.
You deserve whatever suffering could possibly come to you. If you are a Republican and try to start any of that kind of nonsense with me in person, you will lose your life.
And just now, Elon Musk did a German World War II salute.
Last night, I was at Benihana with my girlfriend, and the server said, "What about you, sir? What would you like?" My girlfriend, God bless her heart, steps in, says, "Actually, that's ma'am."
Good writing, Diane. It's a lot like a great cup of coffee. When it's made right, it just warms you from the inside out.
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Which podcasts are you listening to? Which accounts are you subscribing to? I'm interested, like genuinely.
We'll give you a moment to do some introductions, but before we do that, guys, hoist them if you got them. Let's give a toast to the inauguration of our 47th president. In fact, what may soon become the God Emperor, Donald J. Trump. Throw him back, gang.
Cheers.
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 Yeah. Sorry about you being Canadian, Vec.
Silent Hill F was made for women.
That's why Airbag likes it so much. True.
And I see you, Hypno. Hypno says that's gay. Smash JT. What the fuck? I mean,
sleeping with McDuggan's body pillow.
Look. This is the way I think about McDuggan's. Is
I'm straight, but sometimes in Dragon Age Inquisition, I got in a relationship with one of the male characters.
If you turn the lights off, you don't know what kind of hole it is. It doesn't matter. You just shut the lights off, and everyone's the same. True.
I think Jay just got a clip right there.
Well, Jay, she's a prized journalist.
Oh, is she?
Well, I mean, she hasn't.
What
won
is
any
this,
awards,
James?
she's been nominated.
Don't make me interrupt this.
Like Yote.
How dare you, sir?
Yes.
perfect. She's the Yote of journalism.
Of journalism, indeed.
Woke, gay, and doesn't win shit. Excellent.
Anyway, thank you, Destructive Disc, by the way. I appreciate you. And I appreciate everybody. Anyway, so let's get back to the super chats. So let me see. We got JayViper with a 2. I never. I didn't even see this super. I didn't even read the super chat. I'm over here fucking going off right now, and this super chat is on screen the entire time. Holy shit! This is the best $2 you ever spent. This shit's up the entire time. Yeah, this is your pile of poop face moment, like Jaffe. That is great.
People are rising up, the legends here tonight. Crowd going wild under bright pixel lights. His blue eyes are glowing and he's always ready to fight. He's got the killer skills to make the woke completely combust in flames. Throws down the hard truth bombs they hate, but the base trust his game. Keeper, commander, relieve mouse clicks precise in his command. He plays the field like a pro and leaves every opponent on reprimand. Heartbeats racing fast, the screens are lighting up and glowing wild. Legend fully loading, no one's ever gonna slow him down. Our king's on the throne now, wearing the ultimate crown. JayViper is awesome, so awesome. He's so good looking, it's true. Crowds in total love, wear it all. Hearts all shaking hard, keep shaking. Go Jay, go Jay, go. He's unstoppable, unstoppable. King of the game, no doubt, no doubt. Viper's ruling now, let's shout. JayViper, hands up. Yeah, he's phenomenal. How is this possible? Blue eyes shining bright like a vast endless pixel sky at night. Gaming reflexes razor sharp, his instincts never miss the fight. He's the ultimate joystick legend, mastering every single controller. Keyboard king, reigning supreme, every move of nation. JayViper is awesome, so awesome. He's so good looking, it's true. Crowds in total love, wear it all. Hearts all shaking hard, keep shaking. Go Jay, go Jay, go. He's unstoppable, unstoppable. King of the game, no doubt, no doubt. Viper's ruling now, let's shout. JayViper, hands up. Yeah, he's phenomenal, phenomenal. From shooters to RPG campaigns, he dominates every game. Tweets go viral, woke rage rising, bosses slayed. He beat the game. JayViper is awesome, it's so true. He's so good looking, we love him. Crowds in total love, he's so fun. Hearts all shaking hard, we're quaking. Go Jay, let's go.
What's going on, everybody? Good to see you. Thank you for swinging on in. We got a brand new Viper Bite here on Hump Day, everyone. I hope you're ready. Hopefully everyone got their humps in before the stream. Hopefully you did. If you didn't, you can try to get it in after. And, you know, there might be some of you that get no humps, but, you know, you can try. It's worth trying. It's worth putting out there. If that's your thing, no pressure. No pressure. You know how it is around here. No pressure at all. But yeah, thank you for swinging on in. I appreciate it. Hopefully you are having an excellent Wednesday. Today was one of those days, again, I swear this just happens every time. We're in, you know, it's like around noon. I'm like, man, you know, I got a couple things to talk about. Might be a short show. And then everything starts happening. And things continue happening. And then next thing you know, I'm like, I don't know if I have enough time to talk about all these things and to go into the incredible depth that I want to go to. Because today has been, it's been an interesting, eye-opening day of things and shit. Lots of like legal things coming to fruition. Not even total fruition, but just things are happening. Things are moving all across the scenes. It's gonna be great. We are gonna be talking about some of that. We do have a little Smash JT update. We're gonna be talking about that. A slight update there. We also have a Frogan versus Ethan Klein update. This is a very interesting one. A very interesting, I wouldn't even say it was an attempt by Frogan to address the situation at all. But she did raise money, which I think might end up kicking her ass as well. More additionally to what may be happening. We also have quartering news. The quartering, once again, trying to destroy Kino Casino, and we have proof. It was him. He did it. Or had it done in a minute. We're also going to be talking about all sorts of video games and the way that things are performing right now and not performing. You know what I'm talking about. Performing and not performing. You already know what we're talking about. I don't even have to say it, but we're going to also watch some trailers and like a little bit of a deep dive. I've been wanting to watch some Bloodwalker stuff. There was a big stream like a few weeks ago that I was going to show right before I had to leave town. We're not going to watch that. Since then, they've released another trailer type thing. We're going to watch that because we watched part 1 and 2. They released a part 3. We're going to check out some Bloodwalker stuff because that game is coming, man. I got to check the date, but that thing is coming. And we have a new game that released today that's done pretty well. I'd like to see how it's doing, but it was doing good earlier when I talked about it on X. But with that, let us see who is here in the chat with us. Because I believe we do have several of you, which is amazing. We do have Astrobot, who is numero uno in the chat. How's it feel, buddy? How's it feel to be first? Because that was you. I mean, right after me, but that was you. Welcome. Thank you very much. And right after him, Charlie Nuclear popping in with the toxic salute. Hail to you, my friend. Good to see you. We got White Wolf Heathen, who is talking about Jer as we speak right here. Absolutely. Good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. James OP wondering if this is Smash's channel because he's confusing Jay with Smash. I don't understand. I don't understand. And then James drops, see, Jay and Smash, they're the same person. This is a slap in my face. But that's not enough slap in my face because Valkyria Winter, right after him, said they do game the same. So yes, I agree. I take offense to this. I'm a better video gamer than Smash JT, please. We should 1v1 so I can wipe the floor with that man. Because that's exactly what happened. I would wipe the floor with him, okay? In any game. In any game, except maybe Slay the Spire 2, because he's been playing that a lot. I don't even know. Can you versus in that? Either way. Challenge. What's up, man? We have Aloof Liberty. Good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. Good to see all of you in the chat. I appreciate you. Hopefully you all are, again, having a great Wednesday. It is the middle of the week, which is the most uncertain time of the week because you don't know if you're at the tippity top yet or if you're going to start sliding down. Like, is it going to get better before Friday? Have we reached the peak? I like to think that we're always just enjoying the day because that's what we're doing. It's a Wednesday. Does that work? Wednesday? Friday? Wednesday? Nah, it doesn't sound so good. I don't like that. I don't like that one. Wednesday is an evil person, though. Even though the Netflix show tries to make her good, she is bad. So Wednesdays are bad. There, how about that? Although they are hump day, and you're lucky, you know exactly where I'm going with this. Yes, indeed. I do see people dropping the boobas in the chat. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Thank you all so much. I love the boobas. But we have topics. We have things to talk about. Before we can ever get to those things, it's very important that we recognize the pre-stream party crashers. But we have one, and we're going to dance.
I said, come on, baby, turn the lights off.
I'm dancing in real life while this is happening. I don't know about you guys. I made this song, by the way, and I danced the dance. I did it all. I wrote this. I wrote this song, you know what I'm saying? I wrote this shit. That's what I do. I write this shit. I write it. I wrote the music. I wrote the notes. It happened. Hold on, we gotta adjust this. This is wrong. The desk is, there we go. The desk is, it was wrong. Holy shit. Now we're good. Move that back. And right there. Perfect. Wonderful. I know those moves are great, right, Charlie Nuclear? Absolutely phenomenal. The filming took time, to get every angle absolutely correct. The filming took a moment. The cameraman really earned his money that day, let me tell you. He did. But this is the pre-stream party crashers, and we are crashing the party. And the first one to do it is James OP, dropping 10 gift subs, making 10 brand new chuds. This man, he's a fucking legend around here, dropping 10. And this is on top of the fact, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, this has extended our streak, which was the one thing I was the most worried about today, of course, is extending the streak. And James just came down and plopped it on the table and extended the streak all by himself. Now, absolutely phenomenal. I do want to point out that we were on a 32 streak. Now we're going to 33, clearly. But we had tier 4 hit on Monday because I couldn't do a gaming stream. So then people went insane and just went straight to tier 4, even though there was no gaming stream, no wokeness. But I, of course, said we will push all that to Wednesday, and we will, whatever wokeness happens, the wokeness will be unlocked. We have already unlocked tier 4 for the Pragmata stream, where I believe I might finish it, or I might be close, but hey, there might be another level I don't know about. We'll see. But we're tier 4'd out of our mind already, okay? And we just extended the streak. Holy shit, absolutely phenomenal. Thank you all. Absolutely incredible. And of course, James coming here, extending the streak right away in the pre-stream. Holy shit. With that, of course, we have to recognize James is a goddamn legend around here.
Have I told you about Gamergate 2? I'm James OP.
He is James OP, and he made 10 brand new chuds. And it's very important. We're going to recognize who these 10 are. We got Valkyria Winter, welcome back. We've got Genesis Theos, Trey Williams, and now I know. I don't know. Jonathan Valen, we got Peter Fuss, we got Locky Peb, we got ER to the win, and we got Dale Gary Webb and London Boy. Welcome to being chuds. And again, if you are here, make sure you say thank you to James OP. He did make it possible. It's pretty incredible. And welcome, Kevy. I see you as well. But of course, with basically that's a 50 banger. We are going to enjoy a little bit of ducks. I hope you like ducks, because we're going to feed them. Feed the ducks, baby. This is what created Goonergate. That created Goonergate. Why? Why did we have to fight over that? That's so stupid. The freaking zealots just kill me, man. They kill me. Absolutely kill me. But of course, shout out James. Thank you very much. And of course, around here, we just made 10 brand new chuds. Let's just hand out some hugs. If you're here and you can, toss some hugs in the chat because we are welcoming brand new members, brand new chuds with hugs. That's what we do.
Can I have a hug?
No.
Give me a hug.
No way.
Come here.
I'm not.
I need to make a proper hug emote.
You're...
I need to make a proper hug emote.
Hug. Hug. Get away from me.
I absolutely do. I need to make a really proper hug emote that actually like fits this place. Of course, we can always use these hugs. They're great. Thank you for reciprocating these hugs. We appreciate you. But I need to get a JayViper hug emote. We have some emote slots. That's one that we should have. But man, what would it be? What would it be? I gotta think about that one. Maybe Eve hugging. Yeah, maybe Eve hugging something, a butt. I don't know. We gotta think about it. I don't know. I'm just throwing things out there. I'm just guessing. Eve hugging a butt? I don't know. We'll think. But we gotta do it. We also have James OP dropping $2 saying context. Paul Tassi confused Jay for Smash. I do need to see. I heard that, but I missed it. I missed that happening. It happened. Did it happen in that tweet or was it another tweet somewhere? Because I didn't really read the tweet much. I just saw it and I already knew which one it was. But if someone was talking about Smash, think it was me. I'm totally fucking missed. Because that's hilarious if so. Holy shit. Imagine doing that. Imagine trying to... They tried to dunk on me. It didn't work because I don't care. Because whenever one of these woke leftist weirdos with the guy had like 90,000 followers. Not Paul Tassi. Whoever that other guy is. That Gecko guy. He's basically getting replaced by AI. Understand this. He's a concept artist. This is probably one of the most useless things to have around now is a concept artist. They're not useful in any way, shape, or form anymore. You can create concept art with AI. Okay, that is pretty much the way things are going. And concept artists want this. They can go do it, and then they can do their concept art, right, as they wish. But they're basically getting replaced. So every time he sees AI, he spurgs out, bro. He just spurgs out. Understand, he's one of those anti-AI, freaks out when he sees anything AI. So it's just funny because when I made that post, and this, let's see if I can find it. Ethan, please. Just a sec, please. Just a sec, dude. In a minute. Let's go see if I can find it real quick. Let's go to X. Dude, how am I gonna find this? In my notifications, maybe? No. It's just my post. I think I just get in a post. We're gonna go right down here. We're spoiling some of the content from today. Look at us. I'm just spoiling it all. Here we go. Is this? So I posted this thing today, like a couple days ago, and in one of the quote posts, this guy, aren't you that I fixed your game with AI clown? Shut the F up. Whoa. Hold on. I didn't press the button. I didn't spoil it because you couldn't see. Perfect. That was my plan all along. Hold on. I got to fix this. Why is this up? There we go. You're a monstrosity, better art. Yeah, no doubt. So this guy was mad because he said, aren't you the guy that fixed the game? I fixed your game with the AI clown. Literally read this, guys. Tell me if I really thought I fixed the game or if I was just dunking on how bad a game is, aka Marathon, right? I fixed the horrendous character designs in Marathon the game without even trying. One request. I put in one request. Boom. They improved. If I worked on each character for 2 hours, they would be immaculate. There's no excuse for what they released. None, which is true, by the way. There is no excuse for what they released. It's pretty silly. So, I guess Paul Tassi, let's see. Paul Tassi retweeted this, I think. Let's see. God, I hate this. View quotes. I forgot about this, and it remains one of the funniest tweets of the year. Paul Tassi. This guy, your opinion is on the matter is not valued by the community. Oh no. Oh, not the community. The community of what? Marathon? Oh no. Oh no. Does Marathon not value me? Oh my god. Are you sure though? Because let's go check Steam DB because I feel like I've been telling people how bad the game is. And I feel like instead of adding people, like maybe they've been losing people. Let's just check over this. Yeah. It looks like my opinion, valued or not, is the correct opinion, is the correct take, because all the people who love the game, it's rated so highly. Remember, guys, Marathon's rated super highly. People love the game. They're not busy on X talking about it. They're busy playing it. Okay, but meanwhile, they're all leaving, and they've all just left because it's so great. This is a live service game. This is not good live service, right? We're starting the Marathon hate right away in this stream. I wasn't planning to, but we're in it. Okay, I'm knee deep. Okay, but this is bad for a live service game. Live service games should not do this. But there's a reset, but people are going to lose the gear. That's because they're making it so there's wipes. That's their dumbass mistake, my guy. You don't have to do that. I promise. You don't have to have wipes. Oh, but that's meta for extraction shooters. It's actually not. Did you know that that's not true? It's something that Marathon thought that they needed to do. They thought that they needed to have wipes every however often before seasons. They thought that's what you needed for an extraction shooter, just like they thought that having VoIP off and not available was a good idea. Remember, these guys don't know what extraction shooters are or what it takes to make an extraction shooter. The whole wipe thing happened on Tarkov as a test, a beta test, and people liked it for that game. But you don't see involuntary wipes in extraction shooters. It's not really a thing. It's opt-in in Arc Raiders. It's opt-in Hunt Showdown, where you actually like level up your main count, and then you can wipe it if you want to. It's opt-in. There are not built-in wipes in most extraction shooters because it isn't preferred. It's not a great idea unless the community really likes it and they respond to it. These people left after a couple weeks, man. I mean, what are we talking about? They didn't like the game. The people who said they didn't really like it. They're like, yeah, I like it. I'm gonna vote against the Chuds. Okay, 83.71% liked the game. Did you? Are you sure? This is a live service game. You're supposed to keep playing and want to keep playing. Everyone left. That's not how it was built. Anyway, I just like to point that out. That, of course, and I just want to point out again that this guy right here, the reason he's mad, it's right here. Okay. He's a level 25 human. He's one of these people who thinks he's clever with level 20. He's 25 years old. Okay. He's running on low on life support. Okay. Commissions. But he's a concept artist. There it is. Concept artist. Oh, yeah, Chief. That's why you're mad. I get it. You're obsoleted. I understand. It's literally the perfect way to use AI is for drafting, ideas bouncing, and like bouncing ideas off of, and then concept art. Oh, man, that's got a stain. God damn. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, he's done. He's out. Bye. 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 Have fun storming the castle there, Master Gecko. Bye. Poof. Ow. Boom. Okay, we're out of there. We're out of there. Let's get to the actual content. Let's get to the actual content. Well, you did fix it because the characters looked like shit. Dude, exactly. That was the whole point. They were supposed to look like crap AI, but they're still better than Marathon. That's the point. That's the point. They're AI slop. That's the point. They're AI slop and it's still better. Hello. That's why I said I did it in one take. I did. I said, make these, make the women beautiful or sexy. I can't remember. And make the men badass. And that was it. Hold on a sec. Oh, man. Master Gep sounds like he needs a good hard futa time. He does. He needs it. Yes, he could get that. Not from here. Not from me. That's not happening. All right, but let's talk about the stuff that's actually happening in gaming around the world in our space, okay? So we're gonna hit up a bunch of gaming things, then we're gonna get into all the less gaming and more political / lawsuits / deplatforming things at the end. I like to do all the gaming stuff if I can in the beginning, and then the other stuff at the end. So it's gonna be like boom, 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 like, you know what I'm saying? That's the order of things. So prepare, strap in your strap-ons. Let's go. Warhorse Studios has announced this. You might have heard the rumors. It's time to reveal what we are working on. An open world Middle-earth RPG. A new Kingdom Come adventure. We're excited to tell you more when the time is right. So they've got a new Kingdom Come. I don't know if it's going to be a full game or a partial game or what. But they also, of course, have Middle-earth RPG. Now, I will say this, okay? The gay thing was annoying as shit in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. It was so goddamn unnecessary. Clearly added because he was like, how are we going to fit in the gay stuff? But then at least he took it and put it way down, sidetrack, like down somewhere where you're not going to run into it unless you're literally looking for it. You had to make it happen to see it. So I never saw it happen. The only person I know that likely saw it happen was John De La Rose when he was playing on his alt account, because he was playing this thing all the way through and banging Hans as many times as he could. That's the only person that I know most likely watched this thing. And many times, every playthrough, he's done a lot and he's played them all gay. But that, as annoying as it is, right? Here comes Middle-earth. We have Tolkien, his product, his IP, his creation, Lord of the Rings, Middle-earth. Are they going to find a way to get Gimli and Aragorn to have a romance? You know, is it going to be an option in there? It better not, okay? But we also know that Vavra is going to eye this for a Game of the Year contender. We understand how he does bend the knee. He'll find some way to make a Jewish joke in there somewhere, something Jewish. He's going to find a way to put someone that's going to be available to be gay somehow. Maybe your personal character can swing either way at once. Okay? And one thing that he generally does do, I think, is he makes it so characters have a personality, right? It's not like some RPGs where no matter who you are, if there's a romance option, they can do anything. Like, I don't like that. That's stupid. Like, if you're going to have someone who can be gay or in the game or someone who can be bi, that's one thing. Not a fan. I'm not going to play that, but I understand RPGs. And there has to be some options in there generally. But in this, no. Okay? But with Warhorse, I don't think they're going to make it so you can just, like, if let's say you have my guess is that you're going to have a character that's you, and you're going to be able to interact with some of these Lord of the Rings people. That's just a guess, you know. But if, like, let's say Aragorn is a romance, it's only going to be a romance if you're playing a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they're going to make it so you can go just be a dude and go romance the dude. But who knows, right? Maybe they're just going to push the boundaries a little bit. It's going to be interesting to see what they do. When they make this one, Middle-earth, we will know a lot more about Daniel Vavra. Okay? Is he going to play it straight? You know what I mean? Is he going to play it as the way that the characters are? Or is he going to muddy the waters with some butt mud, if you understand what I'm saying? I have just been alerted that I need to check DMs. LOL. Hold on. We're checking. This might be... Oh, I have to wait for it to load because, yes, of course. Checking. Loading. Why is it loading what's it taking forever? No. Stop this. Oh, my God. See, now I have to share it. Hold on a second, everyone. God damn it. Hold on a second. I can't not share it. I have to share it. James, unbelievable. Can I open it like this? No. Okay. James OP with the $2 saying, Jay, check DMs, LOL. And this is what James sent me. Warhorse with the hobbits kissing. This could be on the table for... This could be on the table, man. This could be on the table with the Middle-earth RPG coming from Warhorse. We shall see. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. We got Genty Maxi in the house. What's up? That or we're going to be stuck with the Elliot Page thinks he's a Brad Pitt friend. Oh, God. Oh, my goodness. No, we don't need that, but it could happen. It could happen. Gamers Republic is here. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is awesome. The gay option is meh, but one of those options being Hans is bullshit. It is a retcon. No, 100%. No. So it's a double retcon too. This is what's so annoying about that Hans and fucking Henry romance option. Yeah, it's like down the road, but one, Hans is a womanizer, just like you said. He likes chicks. That is his personality. It's literally his personality. He's not into dudes. He's not at all. And you know who else isn't? Henry. Henry's straight. Henry's also a womanizer if you want to make him. He likes women. They also said he was straight and that there's no gay in him. That was on one. That was in the first one. That's word for word. So neither one of them would do that, and they did it to both. It's a double retcon. It sucks. The only thing I can appreciate is the fact that you have to go find it. Like, you have to make that shit happen. You cannot accidentally make that happen, because if you're just playing Henry, you're not doing that shit, right? You're just not, because that's not how the game's supposed. Like, it just doesn't make sense to do what they're doing. You wouldn't make those selections, but there they are. And yeah, anyway, the double retcon is pretty frustrating. All right, hold on. Ethan has something he wants to show you. Ethan, you got something? What do you mean you don't know where it went? What? Really?
Yeah, I can't find it.
Is it right here? No? I don't know, dude. I'll find it.
Like, you're right here.
No, it wasn't. You took it somewhere. Oh, well, he lost the thing he wanted to show you. We'll find it. What, Ethan? Okay. All right, with that, Deep Rock Galactic Rogue Core released today in early access. Okay, now this is a game we talked about somewhat briefly before. We did watch a trailer and things like that. They have a launch trailer. We're going to check that out. But for those of you who played Deep Rock Galactic, the regular one, like, that's one where you get like in a group with 4 people. You go dig. It's like you're constantly building up your character and you're fighting. Oh, Liana took it. All right. We get the thing. All right, come here. All right. For those of you who have, hold on, let me lower this. Who have seen the, what is it called? A dumpling?
Yeah.
It's a dumpling. He got a dumpling. It was his birthday yesterday, so he got a dumpling. This is something that was on the list. All right, you gotta lift it up. So he's gonna reveal it. There it is. He got a blue one, his favorite color. Yeah, it's a steam basket with a little dumpling squishy in it. That's pretty much it. It did. It had a face, but the face came right off. Yeah, it is pretty cute though. It's cute. This is like a big deal on TikTok. So like you'll have the people, huh?
And it does smell good.
Yeah, you'll have the people like revealing it, and like they'll freak out or cry even because they don't get a sparkly one. It's rare. It's just kind of I don't understand.
And in YouTube, one of them ripped the one.
Yeah, some girl got mad and ripped one because she didn't get the color she wanted.
Yeah, she got the same color as mine. Like she said,
she got a blue one and she was mad. Yeah, but you like blue and you're not spoiled. Like people who do that are spoiled, right? Yeah. We don't act that way when we get something. No, we don't know.
Dumpling power.
Dumpling power. All right. Take care. Ethan, everybody. Ethan, everyone. There we go. Yeah, he got that yesterday. We had his whole birthday yesterday. Had a great time, and that's one of the things he got. Steam buns are actually pretty tasty. I've had them. Oh, they're amazing. Oh no, they're absolutely incredible. Yes, They're dumplings. Yes, they're super great. They're super great. Okay, I'm going all set now. What? Yo, more birthday present stuff. Okay, yeah, let's bring these over. We got more stuff. Okay, we're taking a little break here. Nope. Okay. So he got Sonic, but it's not just Sonic. Is it Shadow? Oh yeah, sorry. This is Shadow, but it's not just Shadow, it's Batman Shadow, okay? And he's got a little light with the Batman. Okay. And this is Sonic, but it's not just Sonic. It is Flash Sonic, okay? There we go. Looking pretty good here.
Green
Makes
Lantern
sense.
and Silver.
Silver is Green Lantern. Yes, indeed. And then
Dark Side.
Dark Side. So this is like a little crossover thing. I saw this. I thought this was so cool.
He teleports.
He teleports. Yeah, I know, right? Watch this. Ready? And he's gone. That's crazy. And I'm going to put my hand down, and he's back. He's teleporting, you guys. Can you see it? It's magic. I don't know where he went. Oh, there he is. He's back. All right. Magic. Magic. I know you guys are like, how do you do this? It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm never going to give away my tricks. It's pretty crazy. Yes, happy birthday to them. He turned the big old 10. It's a big deal. That's a big deal one. That's adding a whole nother number. A whole nother number. Double digits. Okay, so Deep Rock Galactic, let's talk about it. Deep Rock Galactic Rogue Core. So it went into early access. Now let's just hit it up real quick. How is it different from Deep Rock Galactic? Because this is the thing. I was like, okay, they're releasing this, but what's the difference, man? Like, is this just really Deep Rock Galactic 2? But no, the main difference is the roguelite game structure. It means you start each mission with only the most basic equipment, and you collect random upgrades, gear, and abilities as you go. This makes for lots of variety in your build, and the potential for extremely powerful upgrades and synergies. That is very different. That's a huge difference. So this is almost like a battle royale, like the way you loot when you land, right? In some games, like some games you bring them, other games you loot. But generally, you start with nothing and then you start looting and going. So it's that kind of roguelite situation. So on top of that, it's faster paced. You're under more pressure, and time is a resource that you need to manage instead of it just however long you want. And it's just you're going through the tunnels and drilling and fighting the waves, right? You're not doing that anymore like that. Now you have to do it in a certain amount of time. So each level is on a mission timer, and you may not be able to complete every single side objective before your timer runs out and you reach critical threat level. It's harder and more intense. The baseline difficulty is more challenging. We say the game is probably starts close to the Hazard 3 experience from Deep Rock Galactic, and it scales up from there. And there's more focus on combat. So Rogue Core is the cave generation is more linear, where DRG had more focus on traversal and terrain modification. Rogue Core introduces fighting in and around industrial structures in the caves. So not just caves themselves, but industrial structures in the caves. So let's watch the launch trailer. I have not watched the launch trailer. We watched the narrated trailer before, but not the launch trailer. So let's check it out. And by the way, the first Deep Rock Galactic is fantastic. It is fantastic. Great. There you go. So you go somewhere, you pick what you want. Okay. Some kind of armory or something you unlock. Resource collection. I'm sure this is for upgrading your main area or something in the game. It might be the money, the currency. Oh, hey. Okay. And so I guess you unlock something on the like the overall unlocks maybe, and then things that you can use in the game, or maybe that you can use in the game. Very common in roguelikes and roguelites. Chain lightning, hello. Going deeper? This is a tougher level. Oh yeah, okay. It definitely looks combat focused for sure. They're printing guns? Is this like in the game, I guess? You find something, you print out guns or armor maybe? It looks pretty good. The first one was really good. I mean, I would just say, I would almost default on this is going to be good. We got a little situation going on there, but of course you craft your own character who it doesn't really matter as long as you can craft anything. So let's look at SteamDB. Let me refresh this thing and see where they got to today. Yeah, so they got up to 42,176 on release day for a pretty smallish indie. It's not huge. It is I would say it's well loved by the people who've played it. It's got mixed reviews right now. It's 67%, very close to positive though, almost at 70% there. So it is made and published by Ghost Ship Games. It looks like Coffee Stain's also a secondary publisher on this. But I mean, I would say this is like almost like AA, not so much indie because there's a decent amount of knowledge. It's hard to say. Would this be indie? I don't know. I mean, if Coffee Stain's there, they're an indie publisher, but I would say they have money because of the last one. The last one they did pretty well on, and they still support today. It's not like they just dumped it. So anyway, they got to 42,176. That's a pretty good start for a game that, again, Rogue. Let's go see. What is Deep Rock's first? How did it do? I mean, because this one more or less grew a lot over time. This isn't something that ever was like, 54,000. So, I mean, there you go. So that kind of shows you right there that this 54,000 peak, which was almost 2 years ago. I mean, this thing's been out for freaking ever, since 2017. Early access when almost no one was playing. I think I played back here when it was like 2,000, 4,000. I played it very early access. I was like, this is pretty good. It looked like it was pretty good. And it grew and grew and grew and grew. I mean, this is great to see, right? But its peak was 54,000, and this one already hit 42,000 on release date. That shows you that the people who played the other one came back and tried this out. And we'll see if it continues to grow. We shall see. Close those things so they don't start playing anything. Something I want to hit on really quick is Lords of the Fallen 2's Epic exclusivity deal is over. They canned it. For those of you who know what Lords of the Fallen is, it's Lords of the Fallen 2 is a game we've been following for a while, but we got Eric Tomisky, I think is his name. I always get his name wrong, but the CEO is the one who put out that poll like last year that said, do you want male, female, or body type 1 or 1, 2, or AB as your options? And overwhelmingly, people said, we want male, female. And that's that. And he's like, all right, you got it. And he keeps putting out polls. What do you want? And he gets very base responses because most gamers are based and aren't cool with that weirdo lefty fucking weird shit that they do. So those polls don't go the way the lefties like it. Not even close. They don't even come close to winning these things. And he says, okay. And so then he's a problem because he's listening to the gamers and making the game the way he wants. Well, last time they released exclusively on Epic, and I think that hurt the game sales. I think that's a bad thing, right? To release exclusively on Epic, even if it's timed exclusive. This is something that we saw with Chivalry 2. I feel like it would have just been so much better off to just release it directly to Steam. I know, though, that Tencent/Epic, they dangle a lot of money. A lot of money in front of these people, man. And it's probably hard to turn that cash down because it's a lot. So he said no and got his way out of the exclusivity deal. So what does that mean? Well, now that that's done, they can, of course, publish wherever they want. You know, they can go to Nintendo Switch if they want to, for freaking out loud, right? If they want to, they can. But for sure, this means it's going to be available on Steam. That is huge, right? CI Games has taken the unusual step in posting its separation agreement with Epic Games, which was apparently settled on April 14th. Now, notice the word settled, okay? The document explains that the delay in revealing its existence was because it would have prejudiced the company's legitimate interests if it had been released any sooner. It also describes the breakup as conditional in nature and doesn't elaborate any further on the reasons Epic or CI Games parted ways. Now, we already know why. They want to release as many copies as possible. I really feel like they know how many people are on Steam. Steam is the biggest platform right now. Why would you not release on it, right? People try to talk about PlayStation 5. It's not even close, bro. It's not even close. The monthly active users on Steam, it dwarfs PlayStation, right? PSN is pretty big, but you're not going to release this thing on PlayStation 4. PlayStation 5 and up, right? That's where you want. So you do not want to release this on Epic, where so many people are just going to look at it and be like, okay, you know how Chivalry 2 was treated on Epic? People looked at Chivalry 2 and said, okay, well, you're going to release on Epic, and it's going to be early access, basically. And then when you go to full release, you're going to have some kind of update, and you're going to release this thing on Steam to get people in, and that's going to be considered a complete game. And that's exactly what ended up happening. When Chivalry 2 released on Steam, they had a big update and released the game on Steam, where it would be considered actually the complete game. So then, of course, the people who are all about Steam and say F Epic, we're like, haha, thanks Epic for playtesting the game for us, right? And then, of course, because the game's been out for a while, I don't think it did all that great on Steam for that very reason. And I believe that he saw that too. Look how long it took them to come break even and sell 2.5 million copies. It took a very long, it took years and major updates and fixing the game, changing the game to break even. That was probably a massive struggle. Let me tell you right now, they sold $2.5 million in several years. It was like 4 or 5 years. I can't remember. I think they released in 2019, something like that, and just broke even in February. If they release this game on Steam, and they will, day one, they're going to sell 2 to 3 million copies in the first week. I guarantee that's going to happen. Guarantee. The only way it won't do it, they won't do it, is if that CEO or someone over there does something bad that really puts everyone a bad taste in their mouth. Like, what's up with this guy? You know, is he rug pulling us, right? And makes the game like an uncertain thing. Because right now, everything I see Lords of the Fallen 2 looks phenomenal. It looks great. So, it explicitly states in the separation agreement that it won't affect the Epic assets that were used in the creation of Lords of the Fallen 2, including Unreal Engine 5 and any infrastructure that's built into the game to utilize Epic Online services. Okay, so they're still going to be able to utilize all those things. Because Unreal Engine 5 is owned by Tim Sweeney of Epic, maybe they're a little worried about this, you know, but it's not going to affect it. With the original contract null and void, it's likely CAI Games will release Lords of the Fallen 2 on Steam. That is absolutely happening, bro. This is why it was done. However, that has yet to... No, stop. Okay, stop it. It is going to happen. Just stop it. Lords of the Fallen 2 doesn't currently have a page on Steam. That's fine. It's coming. It'll be there within the next month, for sure, when they get around to it. So the first trailer debuted last year, true. But there's been many trailers since. We've watched them, and of course, this game is just... It looks phenomenal. I can't wait for the game. So anyway, that's happening. This is great news. This is one of those things where people are like, yeah, Lords of the Fallen 2, I was looking forward to it, but I'm like, man, it's on Epic? Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to buy it on Epic. The only other thing that I ever really buy anywhere else is I'll buy stuff on GOG, right? I'll do that because of the DRM free and the game is yours kind of thing. They have that what is it? That thing they do with certain companies where they will make sure and they'll have them agree that the game will always be yours and available. Like, that's great. I will support GOG for those things for sure. I still prefer Steam just because it's so simple. My friends list is there, and I mean, Gaben is he's doing the right thing and protects gamers, and for sure. But GOG is the other one. I did buy Chivalry 2 on Epic, though. I will say that, because I was super excited for it. I had a good time with it. It was a lot of fun. But then it came to Steam, and I wasn't going to buy it again, and I was all done with it at that point. I'd played it it had been out for like a year or more, and I was done. That's it. I was good. Okay. Your cat is in an effing tree. Got in a tree? What's up, John Oxiles? How's it going, man? And Killer J as well. What's up, dude? Wait, your cat is actually he's outside in a tree? Are you trying to get him down? Is it a cat that's good at getting in trees and out of trees, or is this like a first time and you're like, uh-oh, how do I get this cat down? I've never had to fish a cat out of a tree. What's up, Smash? Good to see you, buddy. Lurkin and jerkin. We know. It's okay. You can keep it yourself. You don't have to tell us. We know. We understand. Enjoy your evening, jerkin. So Jay, did you happen to catch the end of your marathon video? Today? Did I see the end? I don't know if I saw your today's marathon video. I saw your yesterday's marathon video. Did I see your today's marathon video? I don't think I saw your today's marathon video. Because Smash has a video about marathon every single goddamn day. Every single goddamn day. Paultastic and Few. Okay. So I just went and looked at this. I'm gonna go look at this. All right, hold on. We're gonna go look at Smash JT. Smash JT. Whoa, why is it not auto-completing? Smash, you're being buried right now. Hold on a second. How dare he? I gotta see this. Hold on. Oh, live. So I'm confused. Steamroll, pronouns, dead game. This one. No, see, I didn't see it.
It's that time again. Everyone's favorite game to talk about that no one plays but loves to look at the charts. Marathon. And as of recording this, it is station in the PC market. Wolverine, Saros, Ghost USA.
There's something about me in here.
This guy doesn't have a problem.
Here we go.
That's a good design, in my humble opinion.
People are saying these look out of place. No, they don't look out of place. They're terrible. They're just like the game. They're perfect.
No, like
your channel's under attack, Smash.
And you know what's funny? Paul still has me blocked, right? So on Paul,
that's crazy. And it's funny. Once you said that Paul had blocked you, I make a point to comment on his shit now. I now follow Paul. I now comment on his things from time to time. I just make sure he knows I'm looking.
X. I'm still blocked. Unblock me, Paul.
Yeah, Paul, unblock
But this guy
him.
doesn't have a problem quote tweeting and dunking on people that I'm friends with, like JayViper.
Yeah, how dare you? And by the way, Master Gecko over here, we just talked about him at the beginning of the stream. What's this guy's issue? I'll just highlight it for any of you that missed it. This guy's issue is that AI, he hates it. He's one of those, it's AI, it's slop, it's trash, it's garbage. Why? Because he's a concept artist by profession. He's getting replaced like literally first. He got mad at me. I replied, I'm like, I don't care what you think. I really don't. I'm so unaffected. I don't care. He's like, I don't care. I just want to ratio you. Literally his words. I was like, what, dude? It's so stupid. It's so dumb, but let's see this.
How that works. He said, I forgot about this, and it remains one of the funniest tweets of the year.
And it is one of the greatest tweets of the year.
Master Gecko, aren't you that I fixed your game with AI clown? Shut the fuck up. No, you idiot. That was me. Did Paul mean to block JayViper and he confused it with me?
Well, he should have. You have a dumb hat on. I don't have a hat.
But that is the current situation with Marathon. We'll do one quick check.
God damn it, Paul. Can you please get us straight? For God's sakes, block me and unblock Smash. Let's do the trade. I think that's fair. If you meant to get me, get me. If you meant to get me, Paul, you get me. Okay? You block me and you unblock Smash. Had the balls to unblock Smash and just block me. For God's sakes. Where's your cojones? We know your wife has them. We know. Where's the cojones, though? Get them back from her and unblock Smash. And then you can give them back to her. But if you need your cojones to unblock them, go borrow them just for a few minutes. Say, honey, can I borrow my balls for a few minutes so I can go unblock people that I just can't tolerate, that just have different takes than me? They're more popular than me. Can I just go unblock them? Paul, you can do it. You can ask her. And if she gets mad at you, just tell her that I sent you because I have some cojones. And I'll tell her how it is. For God's sakes. Yeah, it is racism. All white guys look the same, right? It's racism. It is. We know. I'm here for you, Smash. I'll take the block. But you have to unblock Smash. That's the deal. You can't just block me. That's the fucking deal. But Smash, I do think that what he was talking about was this. This is me fixing the game with AI. But let me tell you right now, this fucking post, I had to mute it. It was insanely viral. Fucking sane. Like a million something. It was a million something, one of those. I was like, I can't. Like, I couldn't see anything. And I guess it just kept going and I didn't even know. And like all these people are posting. Now, this exact picture is the one, hey, you don't know shit about. They're literally just posting this picture because none of them know the main tweet. It's just funny. I posted this 3/7 and I'm getting this thing posted back by this guy who's put it on his hard drive, called it Gooner material, right? This guy called it Gooner material and then posted it back to me. This is some old post from 2 months ago. This man saved this and saved the Gooner material on his hard drive. I wonder why. Gecko, did I do a good job? Right? Sex sells, right? Gecko, it kept you coming back. It did. You're like, oh my God, these are actually good, but I can't say it. I'm going to say how trash it is, but I'm going to save it to my hard drive because, you know, Glitch is looking a lot better, looking feminine, and he probably has the whole video there, right? It's a whole video. But he made sure to save my picture too. I can't help but notice that he has 2 dudes in the picture he saved as well. I'm just saying. I'm just noticing. Just things I'm noticing. Because I notice. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me for noticing. Let's go see if I can find that. I fixed the horrendous. Let's go see if I can find that original tweet. Here we're on a tangent already. We're already on a tangent. But I'm going to go look. Let's see. I fixed the... Oh. Is it going to be here? Nope. Ah, here it is. Here it is. This is it. This is the video. This is the original, right? I literally told it, make the women sexy and make the men look badass. Immediately better. Immediately better. Look at them. I said do it after fray 1. It said poof. Look at this idiot. Look at this idiot. This is triage. This is the healer. Poof. Better. Look at this is the weirdo. This is the tranny looking one right here. Poof. Now he's an assassin killer. This is Glitch, the one that they use to show off, and people try to draw her so she looks sexy because she's so ugly in the game. Poof! Attractive. They took this Master Chief looking weird guy, and basically it didn't change him much, but it made him a little more sleek, just a little more sleek. He's better, okay? This one over here, it didn't know what to do because it's such a bad starting point. It's so awful. Right? Terrible. This is a female. Who knows? How are you supposed to know? It didn't even know what to do. This is the one that made it like a little Mega Man. Better. It's all better. Look how much better it is. Look at them. This is better. It is. They look like Fortnite characters, yes. It was one try. I told it to do this, and I copied it and pasted it. It's that simple. Boom, Fortnite, pow. Yeah, it's Fortnite characters. When you tell Grok to make characters, it does them Fortnite style, but that's the whole fucking point. The whole point is they're bad, they're AI slop, and it's still better than whatever the fuck it is that they put in Marathon. Goddamn, it's so bad. Marathon's so bad, dude. Yeah, it's a little too Fortnite. Oh yeah, I mean, again, like my original post says, like this is literally like one-shotting. I one-shotted it. It's already better. And if I had 2 hours, they would on each one, they would be immaculate. That's what I said. Quantic Dream, ladies and gentlemen, it's a very sad time right now. I know, like, there's a lot of people that like have been playing Spellcasters Chronicles like all day, every day. I mean, there are literally tens of you out there that are just spending your entire day playing this immaculately wonderful game. It's so many people. It's such a great game that after 3 months, they've announced that they're shutting down the servers. Now, this game was a 3v3 free-to-play game that released in February, and they just announced that it is shutting down, and they're going to shut down the servers on June 19th. Isn't that Juneteenth? Are they shutting it down on Juneteenth? Is that right? Is Juneteenth June 19th? Hold on. It is! They're going to shut it down on Juneteenth. They're shutting the game down on Juneteenth, dudes. That's a national holiday, don't you know? We're going to shut this goddamn game down on Juneteenth. Yeah. Now, Quantic Dream had this to say, and they should really push it to the 20th. I mean, that's racist shutting it down on Juneteenth. That's crazy. Today, Quantic Dream is announcing the discontinuation of the development of Spellcasters Chronicles. With this project, our teams set out to explore new creative territories and create a bold, original multiplayer experience. Bold, my ass. That game looked terrible. Well, as soon as we saw it, we're like, dude, this is DEI. We will watch the trailer to say goodbye, okay? Spellcaster Chronicles allowed us to experiment with new concepts and bring it to life an ambitious game shaped by the talent, creativity, and dedication of everyone involved. They were so creative, so dedicated, and so talented that no one played this game. It's an impressive feat, I'll be honest. However, in today's particularly challenging market environment where no one plays DEI shit games, okay, the game has not reached the audience needed to ensure its long-term sustainability. We have therefore made the difficult decision to refocus our efforts on our other projects. So there's skins out there. There's some people out there that spent money on this. Are they going to get refunded? They're getting rug pulled here. I mean, there's at least 4 or 5 people that spent money in this game, I think. As part of this decision, the studio will undertake an internal reorganization. Layoffs are coming. Welcome home. We are fully committed to handling the transition with fairness, care, and respect. Oh my God, dudes. We're going to be very fair. We're going to care and respect you as we tell you to hit the door. We made a horrible decision in creating this. But if you could just leave, that would be nice. And they'd be like, well, it was fair and you did respect me. The development of Star Wars Eclipse is not affected by this decision and continues on as planned. Oh my goodness. This is a really nice way to say layoffs are coming, isn't it? So it's going to be accessible online until Juneteenth, when the servers will be shut down. All amounts spent during early access will be eligible for full refund upon request. There we go. That's good. Further details will be shared in the coming days through the game's official channels and Discord. I wonder how much there really is. It's probably almost nothing. So they're like, yeah, just refund it. It's like next to nothing. It's almost no money. If we could just get rid of that, please. We would like to sincerely thank the players who joined us. I don't give a shit about them. I'm going to retweet this and quote this and say, what kind of company shuts a game down on the, let's see, solemn national June 19th is Juneteenth, and they chose that day. Racist. Feel free to go on over and pop a like on that one. That's a good one. So, what game did they shut down? Spellcasters Chronicles. This is the thumbnail. This is the game. It's not looking good. It's DEI, full of it. It's absolutely fucking full of DEI. It's ugly. It's messy. It's one of those games where there's just so much like flashing bullshit on the screen. Like I remember watching this, I was like, "What the fuck?" Let's watch it, shall we? Let's watch the game. This is shutting down. Look at that. You're not going to be able to play as that anymore, you guys. So I don't call this a Concord adjacent because it's such a tiny game. It's a tiny itty bitty game. I put this in the Dustborn, like this is a Dustborn like, right? It's kind of like what's that other one? Not is it Fair Games, whatever the hell it's called, with that recent one, that little platformer. These are Dustborn likes. They're not supposed to be good, right? The Concord ones are the big ones that are supposed to be good. This is the High Guard with Tencent money. This is Concord itself with Sony money, and a whole development team was purchased to make it happen. And of course, we got Marathon, Bungie. It's a Concord like that's failing miserably. They're now just treading water. Not even treading water. They're taking on massive water in a giant boat. They have no chance of plugging the holes. They're never going to, but they got guys with buckets doing this as they're going down, right? They're just refusing to accept the Concord like, but it's already Concorded, right? Marathon is already Concorded. This is a Dustborn like. Let's see. Look at this. Early access looks so great.
Songs of Shizan, Shielder.
So as you can see here, it's you see these little minions and things. I mean, this is more League of Legends than anything. The way it's built, right? See that? You got your little minions and your towers.
This line is now mine.
A really strange choice for and this is Gigantic. I mean, this is basically taking Gigantic's entire personality and putting it in the game too, where you had the two big monsters that you're sending at each other. Like, the fuck is this, dude? It looks so stupid. The art style is just so bad. The art style is bad. It really, that's probably the biggest thing. And you just have these DEI characters just absolutely fucking everywhere. So it's going down, down, down. It's got 22 people that are going to be very upset. They're playing right now. Let's refresh. Maybe it's more. It's 25. Wow, they're actually gaining. They're gaining really good. So when you look at the charts and just kind of have an idea, when you can count every little bop, that means the game's not doing too good. But I will say this. It has much better Mondays and Tuesdays. It's so hard to even tell what's going on here, bro. This says Monday. I'm pretty sure this is Sunday's peak. I don't even know what the fuck. What are we looking at right here? What is this? So over here, the most people ever got was 888 on the before release. So they had some kind of pre-release, then released, I guess, unless this is in the wrong place. I don't know. It's strange, but it never went up. You know what I'm saying? It just went down, and that was it. And as a free to play, the game itself was trash. It was fucking trash, dudes. I mean, we have a 59% rating. The game is garbage, right? And so on top of all the DEI characters, it sucked. What's up, Bystander Syndrome? Good to see you. Deep Rock Galactic, even harder. Yeah, pretty much. That is what that one was. Now, let's talk a little bit of Forza Horizon 6. It is still doing really well. I forget exactly why I want to talk about this. There was a reason. I forget. So maybe we'll just continue on. But it did do its full release on Tuesday, where it shot up to 273,000, almost 275,000 people. It's doing great. That's why. Because it released. That's right. It released after my last stream. That's why I want to talk about it. It did release. We didn't talk about this yesterday because I didn't have a stream yesterday. I'm like, what the fuck? No, we didn't have a stream. Forza. Did I say Forza? I put a Forza Horizon together. That's why. Forza 6. Frozen 6. Okay, Forza Horizon 6 has released to almost 275,000 people. More than 250,000 people are playing at once. It's having another pretty good day the day after. Not as much as yesterday, but of course, we're in the middle of the week. Just wait for the weekend, you guys. Wait for the weekend. So this is my thing about Forza Horizon. These are great. Freaking phenomenal numbers. This is the first $70 at release game since Starfield, which I believe was $70 at release, that has done this and been day one Game Pass. Now with Starfield, that's one people had pre-ordered even before they knew it was going to be on Game Pass. I mean, people didn't give a shit. That was going to happen anyway. Okay, with that one, that was just going to happen anyway. It didn't matter. And plus, not to mention the mods. People were going to buy that because the mods were going to be on Steam, and you just can't mod shit on Game Pass. You can't mod shit. It's blocked. It's trash. You can't do it. It's awful. But with Forza, this is the first game since then. It's a $70 at release game that has done numbers. Now, remember Doom when it released recently? I thought that it would do well, but of course it wasn't well received, so it did not do well at all. The game itself wasn't very good. People were not happy with the game, so of course it didn't end up doing well. I thought it might be better than that. It wasn't, so it failed. I do believe that if that Doom release was a banger, that it would have done well on Steam and it wouldn't have mattered, even if it was $70. But at that point, too, the $70 was questionable. It was kind of a new thing, but I think people are, unfortunately, starting to get used to paying that $70. And you're going to start seeing this, as much as it sucks to say, you're going to start seeing this a little bit. But day one Game Pass, and is still doing these numbers. Guess what else just did that? Okay. We can go right over here and just look it up. We're going to go look at Subnautica and compare, because Subnautica just did the same thing. Day one Game Pass, 467,000. Now, granted, that's not a $70 game, but it's another game that's available day one on Game Pass, and it did not matter. So, as I've always said, and I've always had this stance, is that if a game is good and it's available on Game Pass and Steam, and you want it, you're going to buy it on Steam. I think almost everyone does this. Even if they have Game Pass, there's people out there, I posted this before, and they said, yeah, you know, with Subnautica, I have Game Pass, but I didn't care, I bought it. I'm like, well, there we go. Because that is what I see a lot. Because people, when they want a game, they're buying the game, right? If it's a game, they're like, I'm just going to play this for like a couple weeks or even less. Yeah, they won't, because they're not that interested in the game. They're going to give it a run and jump out. Games like, what is that weird winter game? That winter with the mouse. No, not this one. Not Project Winter. I forget. The one with the little mouse. Shit. Anyway, that game was day one Game Pass, and it did terrible on Steam. Okay, dude. Horizon Winter. Shit, I can't remember. It was a little tiny team. Anyway, it had Sweet Baby Ink involvement also, and then people were like, "Well, it's because it's on Game Pass." Well, it's because it's on Game Pass. It doesn't matter. People didn't want it. They didn't want it. So guess what? They didn't buy it, and that's it. This is always my stance, and it will continue being my stance for a very, very long time. Okay, because it just gets old when people excuse away performance because of Game Pass. Winterborn. That could be right. Winterborn. If I spell it right. Winterborn. No. Winterboro. There it is. Winterboro. Yes, thank you. Holy fuck. This game, with 1,200 people played it, that's like nothing, dude. This is a little indie. It's a little indie right here. It costs what? Was it $20? Yeah, $20. And it could only manage 1,200 players. Sweet Baby Ink involvement. People generally weren't interested. It didn't look that great. It looked all right. But for the most part, you know, as soon as it gets not suggested by DEID, which it did, boom, it's done, right? It's out. And that's exactly what happened. No one really bought the game. 1,200 people. Who gives a shit? That's like nothing. They like to make these little announcements like they did something. I'm sorry. No, you didn't. Let's see how many people they sold. Gamealytic is generally the number, about 80,000 copies. Not bad, but that's over a very long amount of time. And I don't know how accurate they are over time. Although I like Gamealytic. Play Tracker is terrible. Never use them. It just goes up and up and up, and I can prove it. I think it's Space Marine 2. That it has no idea. Nope, it's not that one. Is it Starfield? Dude, there's one where it just like the number's insane. It's just no, it's not that one. I forget. It just starts counting and counting and counting, and it never stops. Yes, Winterboro. But that's the whole situation. This is just. It doesn't matter if it always push back on that when people say, yeah, but it released day one in Game Pass. I'm like, yeah, that's because no one wanted it. And you can't argue it, right? If it's not performing on Steam, it's available on Steam, and it's available on Game Pass, Why is it performing on Steam? It's because people didn't want to buy it. Does it have to be more simplified than that? Okay, I might have Game Pass, but you know what I did? I bought Expedition 33. Goddamn right I did. I bought it. I bought it on Steam. I have Game Pass. I had Game Pass. And guess what? I still bought that game because I wanted it and I purchased it. Okay. Elder Scrolls is another one. Oh yeah, no, so I've gone down like a list like of available games. Elder Scrolls is not, let's see, Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered. So this is one that was day one Game Pass and it did 216,000. You know what I'm saying? But I have a whole list that I've gone through, like day one, is it good or not? Stalker 2 is another one. Here we go. Stalker 2. Is this Heart of Chernobyl? Is that the main game? I believe it was 121,000. It's a day one Game Pass. It doesn't matter, right? If people want the game, they're going to fucking buy the game. It doesn't matter if it's on Game Pass or not. Game Pass does not affect sales the way people want to make you believe that they do. People will try to make you they're trying to gaslight you when you try to tell them it's not doing well and they try to say, but it's on Game Pass. It doesn't matter if it's on Game Pass. Okay? It doesn't. It may affect the sales a little, but if a game is flopping on Steam, it's because people don't want to play it. And when you go on Game Pass and has a little fire symbol, it puts that fire symbol on every single new game, bro. It will put it after a few days on every single new game. It won't be day one, generally, unless it's actually on fire, right? But it will end up on every single game. Every single one. So that means nothing. So anyway, that's why I want to talk about that. Subnautica 2, though, speaking of day one Game Pass, we have Reese Elliott, who's of Alinea Analytics. Alinea Analytics are the people that when I was doing the, when I was doing Yote and talking about the numbers of Yote, these guys would basically almost have my exact numbers, but they would have it 3 days after me, right? And say it was up to this date, but I'd have the numbers first, which means I was right. I was absolutely fucking right. And they do it. And they get the numbers very close. And so with Marathon, when they said how badly Marathon was doing, that was verified. That was verified true. Now, over here, Subnautica 2 has sold 4.1 million copies day one Game Pass and still managed. Gee, isn't that strange how that's happened? And it generated $100 million in under a week, estimated by Alinea Analytics. Absolutely insane. The vast majority of those copies were sold via Steam, with Xbox selling under 100,000. Holy shit. Now, this is believable because of the fact that on Xbox, it's probably not moving a ton of copies because it is Game Pass. But guess what? Game Pass is available on PC for like $12 or $13. And people, it didn't matter. They didn't go get Game Pass to play the game. They bought the game, right? They said plenty of Xbox players got their hands on Subnautica 2 thanks to Game Pass. Of course they did. Exactly. Across console, Windows, and cloud, 2.4 million gamers have played Subnautica 2 via Game Pass, as per our estimates. This, I have no idea how they do this. I have no idea how they estimate this at all. So the overall player is well over 6 million. As things stand, Subnautica 2 is the fastest selling Steam game of the year so far. In terms of copies sold, 5 days in on Steam, Subnautica 2, 4 million sold on Steam is selling 1.4 times faster than Slay the Spire 2. This is the one I was going to say. I was wondering how much they sold. So that's sold 2.9 million in 5 days. Jesus Christ. God damn, these indies and these double A's, they are killing the game, man. Almost 2 times faster than Resident Evil Requiem, which did 2.1 million, and 3 times faster than Crimson Desert, which did 1.3 million in 5 days. God, I think though with Subnautica 2, it's gonna blow its load early, and then later on with updates, it will do better. Whereas Crimson Desert is continuing to sell, continuing to move copies. Slay the Spire thing is slowed way down. Resident Evil slowed way down. Crimson Desert continues to sell copies pretty well. So, owing to difference in price, Requiem is a clear leader in terms of Steam gross revenue with $120 million in 5 days versus $96 million for Subnautica 2, $78 million for Crimson Desert, $58 million for Slay the Spire 2. Regional pricing, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so anyway, there's our numbers. Here we go. 4.1 million, 100 million, 4.1 million units sold, $100 million in gross revenue. 2.4 million people on Game Pass. I don't know where they get this number. How the fuck do you track this? I don't know how they track this. They must be getting this. So they must be taking the placement in the top 100, seeing where Subnautica 2 is and being like, well, that's not very much. It's like 100K. But then they must be going to like an Xbox achievements website and seeing how many people are getting achievements there, and then they're doing a multiplication. I'm pretty sure it's going to be something like that. Because they understand how many people are there, how many people turn in, and what type of game it is in the activity. This is something I've done in the past, and it like if you understand how it works, you can do it. With Xbox, it's a little tougher because it's a smaller community. It's a little easier and a little clearer with some of the PlayStation stuff. But again, like when it comes to sports games, it doesn't work at all. Like you can't do it because so few people that do achievement hunting play sports games at all. It's just one of those things. But with Subnautica, you can maybe do it, especially if you start seeing the numbers really show up. With Subnautica in mind, okay, we've had a little bit of controversy with Subnautica lately. They posted a letter from Subnautica 2 team to the community addressing some key feedback since launch. Well, it's not just key feedback, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the letter to the community from the Subnautica 2 team. Thank you for taking the time to share your feedback since launch. We've been reading reviews. We understand there's several concerns we need to address more clearly. First of all, people want to kill the fish, okay? They want to kill the big fish, not the little fish you can eat. They want to kill the fish. They're not going to kill the fish. There will be no killing in Subnautica 2. A lot of people are demanding it. I do like the idea that you are a little fish in a big ocean, okay? That's what you are as a Subnautica 2 player. You're not going to go build a weaponized moth, and which is, you know, the little submarine thing. You're not going to go and build a weaponized one of those blasting leviathans. That would be dumb, okay? That's not the game. It doesn't make any fucking sense. So to me, it makes sense to not be able to kill the larger animals, the sharks and things like that. You just avoid them. You avoid them, and they're always like a haunting danger. It makes sense to me. That is the gameplay of Subnautica 2. It's almost like when we talk about Sons of the Forest and things like that, these games are a lot of fun, but I really wish you never had guns in those games, right? I don't want any fucking guns, okay? I wish that you could just, like the game was, here's your bows and arrows. You can make them. You can learn to do better ones. Maybe you can find a compound bow somewhere or something like that. But next thing you know is you're making weapons, or you're finding weapons and you're using them, and you're fighting these bosses with weapons. I just kind of wish it was not like that, because as soon as that happens, all these other things you've been dealing with become not a priority and not a problem. I don't like that. Anyway, that's just a personal thing for me. I wish I like games that, like, if it's basically you're like a prehistoric type of person because of the situation, it would be nice if you'd never got your hands on artillery. You know what I mean? Like, it makes sense. It makes sense with Subnautica. I really do like the fact that there's no way to attack the animals. It makes sense. You can get a little spear and you can, like, you know, kill a little fish, but you're not going to go grenade launching sharks. You know what I'm saying? It would be nice to have a choice, but if there's a choice, Charlie, I think then the game will end up almost making it so you need to. They'll have bosses where you need the guns, you know, because then you'll have these guns and you'll be like, well, everything's just so easy now. You know, because the game has no drama. There's no worry. You have your guns and your harpoons and your missile launchers or whatever underwater. And then I just feel like the game becomes too easy and people will lose interest. Whereas I think if you're, again, like a little fish in a big ocean, every corner matters. A Leviathan coming around, you're going to think twice about going out into the open waters. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I really do like the direction of where it's not so much a pacifist. It's you aren't going to be able to kill the big giant thing. You are thrown into a planet and you can't do it. But I do understand people wanting to. Don't get me wrong. I totally understand it, but I also understand them not wanting to go that way. Subnautica 1 wasn't like that. So it's kind of strange now people are complaining. Maybe it's too much like Subnautica 1 because you can't. Maybe that's why. But to me, it just kind of makes sense. But, you know, I totally get where people are coming from. Anyway, feedback matters. These are 3 areas. First, we understand that creature balance needs work. Right now, some predator encounters feel more frustrating than tense or exciting. Mitigation tools are not always clear, reliable, or satisfying. And players do not always have enough confidence in how to respond when a creature attacks. This is not the experience we want. We are actively improving the creature behavior and player mitigation tools. Upcoming changes will include adjustments to creature aggression, timing, aggro range, player effectiveness, survival tool effectiveness, and creature interactions with vehicles and bases. These changes will be delivered over a series of upcoming patches. Wow, when you highlight this, it doesn't highlight at all, does it? It just blacks it out. What is this page? This is terrible. What kind? Come on, man. Second, we have heard the strong request for more direct ways to deal with hostile creatures, including the ability to kill them. We understand where that request is coming from. When avoidance and mitigation tools do not feel effective, it is natural for players to want a more decisive solution. And this could be true, right? Maybe right now the tools that you have to defend yourself aren't good enough to distract the creatures. They're not obvious enough or good enough. So it is creating this I need to kill them situation. That could be right. They could be right here. Our current direction is not based on judging players who want combat, and it is not because we think those players are wrong. Subnautica has always been built around vulnerability exploration and survival rather than traditional weapon-based combat, which is not. It's a nice mix-up, though. Everything is shooting and killing things. I don't hate it. I don't. And that is kind of what's neat about Subnautica. The first one is you end up going very deep in the ocean. You end up going like through was it an alien air thing that was abandoned, right? And the entire time you're pretty vulnerable, and you'll go and build a base somewhere so you can have a place that's safe, right? I liked it. I just feel like it makes sense in this game. However, that design only works if a creature encounters feel fair, right? And that is true. Readable and engaging. Right now, we know we have more work to do to achieve that, and it is very early access. This game, if anyone doesn't know, Subnautica 2 has like a 3-year projected early access window. Their plan is for it to take about 3 years. So you are very, very early access right now. But this is what they did with Subnautica 1. It was very early access. You got in, and it was just basically the first chapter. And that's what they did again with Subnautica 2. But you could understand kind of where they were going. And then the game just grew. And the big updates really added a lot. And it was neat like that, right? Same thing with Grounded. They did a great job, too. It was pretty bare bones, but there was still plenty to do. You're learning the game. Then they have an update, and there's a lot. And then they would, actually fill the koi pond. And then you're like, wow, this is like a whole new area. There's all this shit to do. And so that's going to happen here too. Third, we want to be clear about how we view early access. It's not only about collecting bug reports. It is a collaboration with the community. We will not always be able to make every requested change, but we do have a responsibility to listen. And this is what they did with the last one. So in the coming weeks, so there is another thing is that at one point, one of the developers told someone who wanted to go kill the fish, just go play Sons of the Forest. And I did compare those two things because I played Sons of the Forest. I beat it, right? I beat it with my friends and my son. I think we all played it together. And we beat the game. But that game, it got out of hand near the end, So it would have been nice if it was a little more primitive. I like the primitive, although, you get the guns kind of later in the end. I feel like it was some limitation to the guns, but at the same time, it was like, man, okay, once you get the guns, it's like Far Cry. Far Cry, once everything's like a bigger and bigger gun, and then things become somewhat trivial, right? It kind of does this whole thing where it's like, things don't seem like they matter so much. anyway, that's just how I feel about it. I know not everyone agrees, and I get it, but I don't mind the direction. I don't. But I'm not alone. But there's also plenty who feel otherwise. Oh yeah, so here we go. Subnautica 2 dev says, go play Sons of the Forest if you don't like its lack of violence. The game focuses on underwater exploration, and you cannot kill most creatures. On the official Discord, a player asked why killing is impossible, as it makes no sense. Level designer Artyom O'Reilly replied, this is not a killing game, so go play Sons of the Forest if you want to kill. All right, so this is someone who's seen this enough and was like, shut up. He's seen this enough. He's like, I'm not listening to this anymore. And he told him to go pound sand. So the idea comes from the first Subnautica, as the team wants players to discover things, feel wonder, and live with ocean life instead of fighting it. A fan-made mod already lets players kill creatures, and the studio is reading all feedback. It plans to add better ways to scare off creatures, but will not add weapons. And, I feel like that's fine. And that is true. So many people own this on Steam. If you want to kill the fish, they will make a mod. You'll be able to go kill the fish. Yeah, I don't love this response though. Go play Sons of the Forest if you don't like. Well, what was his? Yeah, this is not a killing game. Go play Sons of the Forest if you want to kill. I would imagine that they talked to this guy and were like, dude, don't do that. It's fine to say it's not a killing game. Our plans right now that I know of are not to add something like this because we have a different direction in mind. But again, devs are people and they'll spurg out from time to time. And it's never a good idea to tell someone who cares enough about your game to give you feedback to go pound sand, go play something else, don't give us your money, go give someone else your money, right? Are the devs pacifist pussies? I don't know. I don't know what all they've made. I know that they generally did a good job with Subnautica. I felt like they did. I don't think I need to kill things in every game if it's done right, and Subnautica 1 was done right. So if Subnautica 2 keeps that same idea, I think it'll be fine. And again, like I said, there's mods out there already to kill the fish. Just, you can get a mod, I think. Now, some people are saying there should be two versions, one where you can kill and one where you can't. I don't know if that's a great idea. But that could be an option too, where they have two options, like two types of games. But then that's two very different experiences. Balancing for the weapons versus balancing for no weapons. That is two very different experiences. And the fish and the animals and things are going to have to act very different versus guns versus you who's trying to hide. That's very different. That might not be so easy. Subnautica 2 is not worth it to you because the EULA where it says this isn't your game and we can take it away. Yeah, I don't love it at all. Yeah. So for me, the EULA is why I did not go buy Subnautica 2. I did not buy it. And because it's so early access, I won't until it releases probably or until a lot comes out. I just gave it a shot on Game Pass. My son played it on Game Pass, and then it froze up his computer. Like I went over this on my last stream. We're talking about the freezing of the computer and then not being able to turn it back on situation, and then lowering all the settings on the game, and then it doing it again anyway. Doesn't sound like a computer problem. Sounds like a software problem doing something bad with the hardware. That means there's something that it does not jive with, and I was like, do not play this again. Do not risk a computer. Wait until they say there's some kind of optimization update or something like that, and you're probably a ways off from that one. Yeah. People need to stop funding the snowflakes. Sharks with laser beams. Oh, that would be pretty sick. That would be pretty sick, yeah. Yeah, here we go. Early access is expected to last up to 3 years. Yeah, there it is. 3 years, man. But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. The first one was very, very long. Where are we here? 9? Okay, we're good. We're good. I think we're going to skip the Bloodwalker stuff. This is 13 minutes. If we have time, we'll come back to it. How about that? I don't want to skip it, but we need to because we need to talk about this shit. Ladies and gentlemen, the quartering has flagged down the Kino Cathedral. This is Kino Casino's actual YouTube channel. On YouTube, they flagged it down. It was removed from YouTube, right? This is the message. This right here. This is Ashton. This is Ashton from Kino Casino posting this. Kino Cathedral was removed from YouTube because of the quartering. And I will get into this. It was him. He's having it done or he is doing it. That's it. I accept no other argument. You cannot come up with excuses. This man is saying he's going to do it. He said it again that he would do it. He said he wanted to be the villain. There's people in his circle, people who follow him for whatever fucking reason, that are doing it for him. They're openly flagging. They're saying they're flagging. And here we go. He created this environment. This is Jer. He did it. Freaking fatty face himself has everything to do with this. I cannot believe this continues. He allows this to happen. He has created this situation. He has once again stuck his head in the microwave where he's going to get absolutely lambasted. He's going to try to claim innocence, but we all know it's happening because of him. The quartering is making this happen, okay? Did this start because he got exposed as a cuck? Oh, yes, absolutely. He said he was defending his wife, but this guy talks more shit about his own wife than anyone else talks about his wife. Let me tell you. Is absolutely because he was a cuck. The bull was exposed. The bull doesn't like him anymore. It's very, very interesting. The wife yells, she's calling the kid. He needs to get ready for bed. He needs to get ready for bed. Yes. So right here, your channel, Kino Cathedral, wasn't following our policy on harassment and cyberbullying. The only thing, as far as I know, that they posted on here was their promos. I don't think that they did not use this as a clip channel, as far as I know, but they had their promos. Like when they had their promos for the show, they pre-record their promo and put it up right here. This is where it went, right there. And it got shut down. We removed it to protect our community. What? That's insane. Your poor fucking community. If you think we made the wrong call, we'd be happy to take another look. Begin your review to see more info and start your appeal. This, remember, I do wonder how this is going to affect some things, because remember how on my last stream we talked about how Warski and the Casino Clips channel were stuck in basically a cycle of hell where they were never going to get appealed because they were letting it sit there and hang. So what they did was they pushed it legal to the legal team, which made them automatically lose their case, right, for the appeals, but it allowed them to make new channels, and they had to wait until the new process comes out, the new thing that they're going to be doing. It's basically going to make it so people who have been banned can come back and apply to being reinstated or go make new channels, right? That's the idea. So they have to wait till that actually starts. And so there's going to be some amount of time. But now that Kino Cathedral has been banned for a harassment and cyberbullying, how is that going to affect Warski? And now, I believe that this is Ashton's channel. So is Ashton now considered banned? Who is considered now banned from YouTube? Because now they can't be on YouTube. They can't be on YouTube. The other thing is you have several clips channels now, because they said go ahead and make clips of us across YouTube. So if they're going to start posting banned creators on YouTube, is every single one of those clips channels, because they weren't banned, they were not banned before, but is every single one of those clips channels now going to be ready to be struck in the same way? Because it's a TOS violation, even if it's not theirs. If you have a regular scheduled guest or regular scheduled appeared person on your channel that is banned on YouTube, that is a community strike against you. So will that be used to take down all these clips channels and basically wipe Kino Casino off of YouTube if people are showing the clips, watching the clips, etc., or you are creating clips channels? This could be a huge problem. This is not just the channel's down and they don't have a channel. This could lead to more people getting banned that show them on their channels at any regular basis or have created clip channels for them or about them. Massive, massive problem. And it's all because it is Jeremy, the quarterings, doing. And people will say, but he didn't flag it. And he'll say, I didn't flag it. This is him talking to the Bearing on April 30th. This is less than a month ago. This is after Bearing had posted a video basically telling the quartering, to chill out, stop drinking, and get your shit together. That's what it was. It was basically an open letter to him. And so then the quartering lost his shit, didn't watch the video supposedly, but then he said this. Now I get to embrace the villain character, which is much easier. I wish you the best, seriously, not ironically. But he's going to embrace the villain character, you guys. He's going to embrace it. Now I'm just going to do all the shit people accuse me of because it's literally doesn't matter, LOL. My viewers don't give a fuck about 20 years ago internet culture. So he says he's going to embrace a villain character. What's that mean? He's going to openly flag it people. He's going to go after them. He's going to flag their channels. He's going to have people do it. He's going to embrace the villain. This is what he's saying. So, I'm sorry. He's trying to say he doesn't do these things, but you don't get to say, I'm going to embrace a villain character. And this isn't the first time he said it. This is not the first person he said this to. This was not. He has said this many times now. We've seen the DMs. Yeah, I'm flagging everyone. I'm calling my rep. Everyone is getting banned. Nope, everyone is cooked. Remember, I can ban anyone I want. It's on. You called me an effing alcoholic, which is insane. He says, he's literally, are you saying you're going to flag channels? Yes, right? Flag everyone. You need to calm down. Stop drinking. Nope, everyone's cooked. He has created this entire environment. It's because of him. The flagging continues. Whether he's doing it or not, it's because of him. And when he says things like this, if he's not actively flagging the channels, he's dog whistling to get it done. He's making sure that people see it and they get it done. If we go under this post right here from Ashton, we see this. Maya the Clown Town. I submitted a report and tagged it for bullying and band evasion. Thank you for your attention to this matter. This person is busy flagging Kino Casino. Here we go. This person retweeted me even, that same one. I posted the main Kino Casino channel has been struck down off YouTube due to more false flagging. That same person went and found me. I didn't tweet this person. I didn't even know this person existed. And they post this, celebrating it being taken down. This is one of the flaggets right here. And let's see. There was more. There we go. Guessing with the Rumble grift just isn't as good as YouTube. Sweet, sweet AdSense. This is the same fucking weirdo. I'm still trying to get them to ban the cathedral for ban evasion as well. Might as well clean the slate. Dude. So ban evasion isn't what got them. They got them for bullying and harassment, which doesn't make any sense, dude. Yeah, he will embrace the chair in the corner. I do believe that the wife is actually in the corner watching him with the bull. I do believe that's true. Maybe that's actually what he's upset about, is that Ashton and Worski are saying that she's getting the bull, but he's like, it's for me though. Like the bull's for me. It's for the quartering. She sits in the corner. Maybe she's getting cooked and she likes to watch, because I do think the bull's for him. I do. I think the bull's for him. He's enjoying it. He's enjoying the bull very, very much, but he's got to pretend and feign that he's mad about the wife, but really he's mad because he loves the bull and he wants the bull dick. He does. Let's see. I think there was more about this. Yellow Flash said it best when Jared chickened out of the debate he demanded from him. Let's listen. What did he say?
He's a faggot!
Oh, no. Okay, hold on. We're gonna... Okay. What's up, Slay? Good to see you, man. You are awesome as well. Hey, Slay, I was watching One Piece earlier, and I don't know if you've watched One Piece, but I got up to the Cracker guy, the Cracker General. His voice is literally your voice, dude. I was like, dude, is this Slay? Like, it sounded like you. He talks like you. I was like, this is fucking Slay. Straight up. Let's see if there was more. There was other people posting that it was banned as well. Maybe... Oh, I think it was in a quote tweet. Hold on. View quote, because I think it might be in here. Yeah, so this is Worski right here. Quartering such an effing loser. Holy shit. He couldn't use his YouTube rep, so he decided to just mass flag some intros that were spicy. Keep escalating this, Jer. I'm sure it's going to save your channel, you bum. This is so unbelievably garbage. Oh, and I never read what Ashton said. Quartering has now succeeded in flagging down the Kino Cathedral. channel for cyberbullying. He is truly the biggest loser faggot of all time. I'm not sure why he keeps escalating and expects people to stop felting him. Oh well, fuck YouTube and fuck Jer. I do worry about, again, what this will affect with the clips. There's people who are making clips channels, that's now banned, and it could be a problem. Oh, here we go. Oh, this fucking person. This is the person, man, this one, really, their whole life right now is to try to get Kino Casino ripped down. So, this one, hey YouTube creators, as well-known PDF Andy Worski. This person, and there's a few others that keep trying to push this, but they have no information to back it up. They just keep saying it. It's one of those things where they just say it and say it and say it, and then people start believing it because they're stupid sheep. I had someone link me a clip once to prove it. They proved it with a link. The link was Andy talking and then AI. I was like, wow, like blocked. Like, it's just so ridiculous, man. And his co-host PPP have both been banned from YouTube. PPP, who formerly ran the channel DACA, now is the Kino Cathedral channel and is uploading their Kino Casino clips to that channel to siphon views to kick. Yeah, so this person really has been trying for a while to get that down. Now it's down. This is pretty good. I'm under attack. This is literally Alyssa Mercante all the time. Okay, that's just more of that. Oh, yeah. Please, God, don't let them find out I lied about having a coffee factory until after I get that new Roblox. Amen. Oh, man. So, again, it's the quartering. He's doing it. I don't believe anything he has to say. We know what he says in private. That is the truth. What he says to fans or people who are felting him is not the truth. The truth is always in the DMs. And those DMs say, I'm flagging everyone. I'm getting everyone banned. Everyone is cooked. I can ban anyone I want. That is a quote from the quartering. Boom. Bull porking Jeremy too. Bull is, I'm telling you, that is what he's there. The bull is inseminating the lol cow. That is happening. I'm telling you, he's filling up the butt crack. The chocolate starfish is very loose. It is very goddamn loose. Let's see. Cracker General One Piece. Is there a clip? I need a spot where he talks, because I'm gonna get the DMCA'd. I want a piece where he talks. Where's he talk? Come on, we know he talks. Oh, never mind. This isn't English dub. Never mind. I need the English dub. I have a confession. I watch One Piece in English dub. I do. But there's a reason. Okay, because I'm always listening and watching while I'm working and doing things. There's no way I could pay attention if I was doing subtitles, because I would not be able to keep up with it, because I'm washing dishes, I'm cleaning up the areas. I can't do subtitles. I have to dub. I have to. There's no way I can do it otherwise. I would not be able to watch it. So there we go. Okay? I've come clean. There might be breaking news on X. All right, we're checking. This could be some more breaking news. Let's see. Joining Xbox team as CTO. Dream to help build what come next. I think I saw this. Wait, that LinkedIn profile goes nowhere. Whatever you link doesn't go anywhere. Unless he privated it or deleted it. I think maybe you gave me a bad link. It's not working. Yeah, Scott Van Vliet is joining Xbox team as CTO. Yeah. One Piece has to be full focus? Nah, it's too much. There's no way I'm going to sit and watch One Piece. There's too much. There's too much. And I've got plenty, I keep plenty focus. I keep up with it. I know exactly what's going on, okay? I am up to the Cracker General. They're fighting there on the Cake Island. Okay, that's where I am. Roadkill, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. Okay. There's also something else Smash JT related. Okay. We're going to get into lawsuit stuff now. Let's go to this one real quick. Because, where is it? I saw this. Okay. Here we go. Colin Moriarty sat down and platformed this piece of garbage recently. Alyssa Mercante was platformed by Colin Moriarty. They don't get along, you guys, and they were just having a discussion. Right. Except we've seen this coming for a long time. We knew this would come because they've talked before. They've talked about this very thing before. We knew. Okay, let's see what Smash has to say. Colin Moriarty is beyond just a simple douchebag. Missed me with this supposed impartial conversation with Alyssa Mercante and trying to make her look like an innocent sweetheart after all she's done. Let's compare this hard-hitting interview with Alyssa against how he handled chatting with me when I had him on. You are a disingenuous, lying piece of shit, Colin. Get bent. Oh, he's fucking pissed.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to Sacred Symbols Plus, a PlayStation podcast supplement. My name is Colin Moriarty. Today I'm joined by a guest I've been chasing for quite a while, actually, and I'm glad that I was able to finally make...
So he's been chasing her. This piece of garbage in the gaming space. He couldn't wait to get her on. Couldn't wait to.
It happen. Alyssa Mercante from my home of Long Island, New York, which I want to talk to you about, but living in New York City, games journalist, games media type. Thanks for being here. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, I'm slippery.
What a douchebag. What an absolute fucking douchebag. Colin calling you one of the stupidest people in the industry that I've got something missing to someone suing me for, among other things. Accusations of stochastic terrorism is definitely an approach. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Are you kidding me? He's talking about that.
I wanted to have you on because you and I don't think agree on very much, probably politically. That's not really relevant to this, I don't think.
Yeah.
But in terms of the games industry, I just find the situation, I know you can't talk about it, but the situation going on with you and the Smash guy, interesting. That's how you kind of came onto my radar. I've known your name, but I've seen your stuff come up. But it wasn't until...
This a lie. That's a lie. And I know it's a lie. And I'm not going to tell you why I know it's a lie. It's a complete fucking lie. They know each other, they know each other. What a fucking liar. And I know that's a lie. I know it is. What the fuck? So Colin Moriarty saying he didn't know who she was until she came up to him. Not came up to him, but he saw her name mentioned around Smash. It's a complete fucking fabrication. What a fucking piece of garbage. Definitely not left leading Colin Moriarty defending Anita Sarkeesian on thoughts Gamergate has got to be up there with some of the cringiest, most insufferable clips. What the get out of here.
That's where I think you and I agree, and that's where I think a good place to sprout off from would be.
Yeah. It seems to be interesting how he just keeps agreeing with her.
Yeah.
Like, we come from different, I guess, political viewpoints and maybe creative viewpoints. But
we agree on everything.
I feel like the status quo of what would be called like the right wing of games coverage or whatever it might be is just so one note and annoying. And I feel like I talked to you about this a little bit in our email where I'm like, going after Forspoken, going after Tales of Kenzera, it's like, I think it comes off as a little racist to me. And yeah, just like, but I think it's too bad.
Why am I not surprised her audio is bad? She still hasn't fixed the audio. It's unbelievable. It's racist? No, we know it's forced. That's the problem, right, like, Colin? What the fuck?
I was saying this to my wife. It's like, no one looked at the cards and were like, what is up with this? Like, why is this chick all covered up? Or like, what's all with all the like weird, like racial representation or whatever might like no one even knew for a month. So what do you think about all this bubbling up again?
Who cares? Don't care. Oh my God, what an insufferable piece of garbage. Colin Moriarty, you suck. You platform this person who is a stain on the industry, like a pain in gamer side, someone who lied for a living to try to create the culture war and to stick a fucking wedge in between people and used her platform to hurt people, to lie, to spread lies, to front for industrial plants, to front for Sweet Baby, and completely lied about that and would use her platform to dunk on the chuds, call names, name call, shit talk That is what she used her position at Kotaku for. And you're going to put her on a platform and pretend you barely know who she is, yet somehow you've been chasing her down, trying to make this happen while you actually know this person. And you're going to tell me you didn't know who she was before? You heard her name through Smash? A complete false fabrication, a lie. What a piece of garbage. This guy, I didn't know he was this much of a fucking liar. What a piece of shit. I don't want to hear anything she has to say. She's useless. Fuck her. Speaking of her, we have a little update right here on Smash JT, friend of the channel, who has a little update on his lawsuit with her, which is, by the way, why he had her on. This is an anti-Smash move, by the way. He's friends with her. He's known her for a while, hangs out with her. And here he is having her on because she's suing Smash. Let's be real. My Zoom call with a judge in the Alyssa Mercante case has concluded. Today's hearing focused on additional legal fees tied to the ongoing jurisdictional discovery phase, which is forever ongoing, forever asking for more shit, never fucking ending. If you don't have jurisdiction by now, what are we doing? End the fucking bullshit and just finish it? An agreement was reached during that call on that situation. So here's the thing. Alyssa Mercante's stupid ass tranny lawyer wants legal fees for them for the jurisdictional discovery that they don't stop asking for more and more shit for. Okay? They keep asking for more and more and more and more, and it's taking for fucking ever, right? So now it's taken so long, and they've been late for a couple things because they're like, the fuck do you want? They give them some recording. It's not good enough. We didn't want it like that or some bullshit. And now they want to charge them for it. And I have no idea what that agreement was. I don't know if that's something that ends up being public or what, or Smash wants to share that on his stream tonight. I have no idea. But there's some kind of agreement, and I don't know what it was. Hopefully he owes them nothing. But it sure got Smash. He got a fire lit under his ass, okay? I will be moving forward aggressively and pursuing every available anti-slap legal option. A big thank you in advance to all who have already supported. If you would like to contribute to supporting me fight this battle, please consider donating to the Give, Send, Go. And I will just say this, ladies and gentlemen, that are here watching and those who may see in the future. I'm going to go ahead and drop this link here, and I'm going to drop the... Is that the right fucking link? The fuck is that link? Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm going to drop it not in TCO form here. There you go. I dropped it in there. If you could, please do me a favor. If you have $5, $10, $20 that you can spare, that you can donate to this, to fight this fucking wretch of a woman who just can't stand hearing her own words read back to her, where she says she sucked dick to be in the industry and therefore is a prostitute. I mean, what the fuck are we talking about? Is this something that we really have to argue about? You sold your body online to sexually please men. That's what you did. You're a cam girl. That's prostitution. This isn't even a discussion to be had. Will it be Can you be charged for prostitution for it? No. But in the views of many people, religious and people who are not religious, who just understand the world, if you are selling sexual gratification to someone by bearing your body and using your body, that's just a form of prostitution. It's not a leap because it's literally a fact. It's something people argue about. Some people think it is, some people think it isn't. But it's weird how the people who are all about sex positivity and sex work is real work are the ones who try to say, that's not prostitution, though. It is. It's prostitution. It's a form of prostitution. What the fuck else do you think it is? That's it. So I don't need some ex-prostitute out here being fucking platformed by Colin Moriarty while she sues someone who's literally just sending her own words back to her and she doesn't like to hear them. Get the fuck out of here. If you can, please donate to Smash JT. He needs it more than you do. maybe not. But if you can, it would mean a lot. Even 5, 10, 20, whatever. I've recently donated. So, anyway, that's the situation. Fuck Colin Moriarty now. Go fuck yourself. I'm actually upset that he got his PSN back after that bullshit. Are you kidding me? After I fucking defended you, you fucking piece of shit. Unbelievable. Ugh. Speaking of lawsuit, yeah, she wants to be like Zoe Quinn, 100%. She's already writing a fucking book. Yeah, I'm sure she's ChatGPT is writing that book. We all know. Hold on. Do I have another DM? Oh, wait. What? Do I have to be logged in? Let me see. Let me see. I can't really log in on this. Well, yeah, I don't want to I don't want to. I'm in a different thing. I don't want to log into that one. I can't do it. Frogan Horizon 6. It's harlotry, right? It is. They want full control of... Let's see. King Alucard says, they now want full control of Smash's Discord server. From what you hear, take it with a grain of salt. What do they expect to get from that? Nothing happens. I'm on that server. There's nothing at all. What the fuck? Nothing happens on that server. It's literally, it was never really been used. Like, almost no one talks there. Even before, it's very little. It would just be people in the general chat, yap, yap, yap. Outside of that, I mean, I was a mod in the server, dude. The only stuff in the mod section was like, so-and-so showing up here and arguing. I need help with this. Does anyone know how to do this? Oh, someone logged in, but they don't have the rights. So that's literally all that ever fucking happened on that Discord server. Nothing happened there. It's literally the dumbest thing. Why do they want the Discord? Nothing. You know why they want the Discord? I'll tell you right now why they want his Discord. Because they use the Discord to send hate mobs. They use it for hate mobs. That's what they do. They do it to flag channels. They do it to flag videos. They use Discord as a place to attack from. That is why. So they think that's what Smash does. No, that Discord's not used. He doesn't. It doesn't happen. Smash does not organize anything. It just simply doesn't fucking happen. It's just whispers. You can't. I don't know, man. I would be fucking shocked if they find anything. Anything. Literally nothing ever fucking happens there. Hold on. Wait. What? Check DMs. I'm going to hate you. Well, I already hate you. What do you mean going to? What do you mean going to? I already do. Well, I just hate you more? Possible. I'll check. You're in there and you barely go in there. Yeah, dude. But even when I go there, there's not much. People really don't use it much. I mean, Discord, it's very rare to find very busy Discords. Even Hypnotics before wasn't like massively used. There'd be like a few regulars, and that's who you'd see talking in there. People generally just don't use Discord like that. If they're YouTube watchers, they generally just don't. They might use it to like organize like a watch party or something like that, or like a community event. Outside of that, that's it. Yeah, they just want to dox and harass you. Oh no, they want IP addresses, they want names, they want every single person's every information in the Discord. It's absolutely fucking retarded. It's too much. I don't know how being part of a Discord suddenly warrants you to that sort of scrutiny. Hey, what DMs? Oh, you're talking about on Discord DMs, huh? That's what you're talking about. Hold on a second. Let me bring that. Let me check. Let me see what Kyle sent me. Oh yeah, Discord DMs. It's not finished yet though. What's not finished? Get the fuck out of here. What is this? We're gonna watch a little bit of this since it's not done. What the fuck? That sounds familiar. It's running like absolute dog water. It's lagging fucking horribly. Can I download it? Let me download it. I'm just gonna download it. I'm stealing it. It'll run better like this. Why is it running so... It's running so bad, right? What the hell is it running so bad for? Try that again. That's better. There's a problem though, okay? There's a problem, all right? I'm going to tell you right now. This. You got to fix the close-ups. There's this blue weird thing they're missing. It's like off-center. Just fix your close up. Since it's not done, you'll be able to clean that up. But this is fucked. Just so you know. It's like bringing my eyes off Eve. Can't have that. That's funny. I took almost all of these pictures. Why is she doing that? So funny. So in case anyone's wondering what this is basically a remix of My Cellar Babe, which he made, and he also asked for a pictures. So I sent every single picture I took. So I don't know if every single one of these are from photos I took from my playthrough, but a bunch are. I'm seeing a bunch already. Yeah, some are definitely not. Yeah.
She's got that X really hugging every curve. Leather and latex making pulses swerve from the waistline dust to the flooded streets below. She slices through shrouds, butteroo weapons that glow. Those hips in the rain under me.
That's mine. That was my favorite costume. That was a good one. That was a really fucking good one, bro. That was. We're gonna watch that part again. We're watching that part again. Shit. Raven.
Just a goddess unchained in Stellar Blade's world. She's the storm under restraint.
The quality of that face was really good. She got a guitar. Calm down, calm down. There's Raven. Dude, that looks like an actual person's face, that one. That's kind of crazy how that turned to real. That's pretty cool how it lights up. Well, dude, what is this? What is this? This looks like a human being. That's like Eve, but it's like there's this outline. It's almost like they made this person like they do Borderlands characters and then put like a real life skin on it. It's very strange. It stands out. It's interesting. Oh, where's she going? What's happening? Rotocat, yeah, like Roto, it was very different. This is my favorite suit, straight up, 100%, every time. Calm down, Eve. Calm down. This is for the Raven fans right there. That's a really good one. That one came out really good. That one's cool. Oh, there's my girl. That's my OG. I don't know who that is. That ain't Eve. Oh, that's a pretty cool take on that outfit. No, keep it PG. Okay, I was about to. Okay, there we go. So that's the end so far. There we go. All right, Kyle. We got no more. Yeah, okay, no more. So he's still putting it together. Shout out, Kyle. It looks coming out pretty good. I gave those to him like 7 months ago, and he's finally getting it done. We're looking forward to the completion of it. Let us continue, shall we? You changed that last part? I gotcha. Well, keep working on it, man. It's coming out pretty good. Some of those are really, really solid, though. There's some really good ones, really good clips. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Remember Frogan being sued by Ethan Klein? She has this whole GoFundMe situation where she asked for $200,000. Well, it's interesting to note that Rogan is headed towards a default judgment in her case with Ethan Klein after months of failed settlement negotiations. She basically has now ignored Ethan Klein, is not responding to the court. So now what has happened is Ethan Klein has put in a request for a default judgment, which could be like $200,000. It could just, she's just not interested in it. She's ignoring the court. Bad move. And she could be in big trouble. And so earlier today, when I saw this, I went to Frogan. She still has this pinned, bro. She still has this pinned for her GoFundMe. And I said, why did you ask for $200,000 and then ignore the courts? People donated to you. It's like $38,000, almost $39,000 she has raised. And now she has a responsibility to use their money the way she said she would in the GoFundMe, right? You raise money for a court case, for lawyers. You should use the money to fight your case, which is why people are giving you the money so you can fight the bad guy who's coming after you. But she has not. What is she using the money for? I'm like, what did you do with the money, Frogan? And then this was at 12:36 p.m. Then Legal Mindset was already working on a video. So he put Frogan's headed towards a default judgment, and that poor advice that will land her in life-crippling liability for ignoring Ethan. It's not a good idea. You don't just ignore the courts. You can maybe, if you don't live in America, just ignore the courts. You know. But if it's an American court and you're living in America, you probably shouldn't ignore the court. Just saying. So yeah. This was filed, and right here, this is from her GoFundMe. This fundraiser is to cover any and all legal fees associated with his complaint, any counterclaims I may have against him, which she has not done, and any other bills or personal expenses from lost wages, which she doesn't really have any. Let's get real. Certainly not $38,000, and damages arising from this litigation. If her damages arising from this litigation is her excuse, using the $38,000 towards a $200,000 whatever, saying that's damages, I'm using it for that, that is a rug pull. People expected you to fight against him, to have lawyers fight your case because they believed, or enough people were duped into thinking that she did not copyright infringe him, which she did. I mean, she was the most guilty probably out of everyone. Her and Casey Tron both very guilty. As we all know, Casey Tron bent the knee as she needed to because she was just going to spend a lot of money and then lose even more. So she bent the knee, paid her lawyers whatever, and then the rest went to Ethan if there was anything left over, and then she loses, she's done. And now she's finished. Frogan could do this. Frogan could do this too. She's chosen not to. She's chosen to ignore the courts. A very, it's a choice, but she's ignored the courts. Now, soon after, now we got Legal Mindset has released this video. So let's give it a listen, shall we? This is about the situation, which it doesn't want to play. There we go.
Has eaten her legal fund. We're going to get into it today on the Legal Mindset.
Oh, yeah. He says she ate the legal fund. It's funny, too, because down here, I'm like, what did you do with the money, Frogan? We got Smash JT wondering with the Fox. Legal Mindset, burgers and candy. Burger, candy, that's a lot of fattening food. Make sure the Ozempic does not work well. It's very true. And that's the page that I pretty much showed. Swindled losers yet again. What a shock. Yeah, it went to Ozempic. Well, that's not a good idea. That's not a good idea. All right, so let's go watch this video, all right?
Frogan has eaten her legal fund. We're going to get into it today on the Legal Mindset. We teach you to be your own judge. I'm Andrew Esquire, American attorney. So for those that have been following this case, we obviously have our defendant Frogan here, who is embroiled in a lawsuit over copyright infringement for the Hassan Piker content nuke. Now, also in that lawsuit were Casey Tron and Denims, but of course, Casey Tron, as we saw, stepped out.
As to the GoFundMe money, to the extent there are any...
God, she's a mess, this one. Every time I see her, I'm like, wow. And every time I see her, it's a clip of her saying incels. And she says it. Like, she actually thinks everyone's an incel. Everyone. Everyone's an incel. I just saw a clip of her the other day. I never think about her. Here it comes in a clip. She's talking about incels again. I'm like, this is really all this chick does? Like, she just grifts off the word incel. I'm not even kidding. That's what she does. Just everyone's an incel. The incels did this. Oh, it's the incels again. Incel. That doesn't mean anything. You don't even mean what you say.
Remaining funds after I pay my attorney's fees.
You won't stop
I have
eating.
agreed to pay the remaining funds to the clients.
Broken won't
and
stop.
Denims is ready to take this to trial, ready to take this all the way. But we've always been waiting on Frogan and what she's going to do. There was a lot of speculation about Frogan.
Sounds like Frogan's still waiting on what Frogan's going to do, to tell you the truth.
Thinking she might settle, much in the same way of Caseytron, while some were saying she was dedicated to fighting this to the end like Denims, that she was a true warrior. Well, we now have figured out exactly what's going to happen, and that is she is going to default on this case. And that's because today we have filed in the U.S. District Court.
What I don't know, and I'd be interested to ask him this, is now that they've entered this default plea, can she now, like, last minute, slide under the fucking door, grabbing the Indiana Jones hat, put it on her lawyer that she just hired, who's going to be like, I am representing Frogan. It is me. I'm here to represent Frogan. Please, no default judgment. No, right? It's just fucked, right? I don't think she can. Nope. You're saying nope, James? Yeah, I think it's nope. Unless there's like an extenuating circumstance, but even then, you have to alert the courts of extenuating circumstances, like, so and so's in jail, I'm broke, and or anything, whatever it is, it has to be filed. You can't just show up.
Central
So anyway,
District for California, we had filed a request for default judgment against defendant Morgan Kamal Majid. That is exactly
What a bad
Frogan
name.
in this case. So what is a motion for default judgment? That's a motion essentially saying, hey, they haven't responded. They've passed the deadlines. So now we're going to assume liability. So once this is accepted by the court and approved by the court, liability is completely on Frogan. She gives up the fair use defense.
That's
She
crazy.
can no longer argue the law. All of that is out. The only thing left after this is damages. So you can argue over damages. So she would have a chance to speak up and say, no, the damages aren't that much, or let's argue over the damages. But essentially the trial is over. It's done. She's lost after this point. So let's get through the facts to figure out exactly how bad this was and how much Frogan did not put up a fight. But
dude, she has 39 grand. What did she do? Did she buy burgers? Was it Ozempic? Ozempic's not that expensive, though. It's not that expensive.
before we move on, there's an important message I want you guys to hear. Recently,
I'm gonna
a
skip
jury
this.
ordered Meta and YouTube to pay
don't wanna hear it.
millions for their role in designing and promoting addictive platforms.
I love you, mean it, but no.
Fault in this matter against defendant Morgan Kamal Majid, PKA Frogan, on the grounds that. So here we have in the same motion, if you qualify for a case, you may be entitled
Morgan
to
and
a
Morgan,
potential
gotcha.
recovery
They're great.
of over
Okay.
$1,000. So here we have in the same motion filed saying plaintiff TED Entertainment hereby requests the clerk enter default in this matter against defendant Morgan Kamal Majid, PKA Frogan, on the grounds that the defendant has failed to appear or otherwise respond to the complaint within the time prescribed by the federal rules of procedure. Now understand, this is not asking much. All that will be required is a very simple filing. She could have told her lawyer, hey, I'm on a budget. Hey, I don't want to spend that much money. Hey, try to keep this to, just a one pager, the bare bones. Let's just give a basic complaint response so we don't default. They could have kept that to a minimum amount. You can tell your lawyer, hey, keep this cheap, just the bare minimum. I want to delay this. I want to try to push this off. That's definitely something you could tell their lawyer, but they didn't even give that. And they've had
That's so bad.
almost a year at this point. So since
Yeah, it's been a while, dude. It's crazy to think it's been almost a year. This has been going on for a hot minute. I mean, it's crazy how this shit should not take so long. It's so long. It takes too long. Like, what's up with the Denims one? Has that even progressed? What's happening?
August of last year. So this was filed, of course, June 19th of last year. July 17th of last year, Frogan got the complaint. And on August 5th of last year, they had a joint stipulation to extend her deadline from August to October and also give her time for these filings. Since then, they also engaged in settlement negotiations. Now, the counsel for both sides can't talk about the details of settlement negotiation.
Yeah, I can't do
However,
it. Unless you're Alyssa Mercante and you just start saying the things on fucking X the settlement shit. That's insane to me. Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, you don't agree on a settlement. You still can't talk about it. What the fuck are you doing?
I would like to speculate here, if I may, and I would like to say that they probably did the bare minimum in negotiation to make it kick down the line, to just take this and extend this out as far as possible. Obviously, they didn't come up with an agreeable settlement, and I think during this period of time,
so if they're doing the settlement stuff, she's got a lawyer there, right? So why is the lawyer not like, hey, man, we got to put something into the court so we don't default? Like, that didn't happen?
Brogan was looking at Casey Tron and her settlement, and she was thinking, hey, look, if I settle, I'm going to have to give all of my legal defense fund over to Ethan Klein. And instead of doing that, let me kick this down the can and use those funds for my Big Macs. Yes, the giant mountain of Big Macs that we can all see Frogan chowing down on.
No.
Let's use that for the Big Mac fund over this period of time.
Not
and
a good
as
idea,
I whittle
Frogan.
this
Don't
down,
eat the
we'll
don't eat the
eventually
money.
just not ignore it, whatever else. And hey, maybe this will go away. And maybe she got advice that it'd be totally okay for her to just ignore this and default. Maybe she...
Dude, could you imagine someone told her to just let it default? Like, how is that a good idea?
You got somebody whispering in her ear, yeah, forget about it. He's not actually going to go after you, or it's going to...
Denim secretly just hates her. She's like, yeah, man, just default. My lawyer said you should just default. Don't listen to your lawyer. Just default. Just let it go. Don't respond. It'll be fine.
Look bad, or you're going to become some sort of sob story. Well, that's not the case. The court, of course, at this point, had every right to enter into a default judgment, which is what they're requesting. So they informed them on April 20th that they intended to proceed with litigation, gave her 3 weeks, and their deadline to respond was May 11th. That did not come. That day came and gone, and now, boom, we're at default judgment territory. Now, how is this not a scam? Because if we look at her legal defense fund, her lawsuit defense fund on GiveSendGo, she raised almost $40,000, $38,756, including donations.
That's what I'm saying. When I saw this, I'm like, what the fuck did she use the defense fund for? Sorry for the pause. Like, what is the defense fund for? It's the defense fund. You called it Frogan's lawsuit defense fund. You did not defend yourself. This is 39 grand to defend yourself. This is what people expected from you, and you're not going to use it for defending yourself. You're going to default. And then what? Where's the money? What'd you do with the money? That was exactly my question. And he had this video. It was perfect.
Running up to this day, she was getting donations very, very recently that were coming into her fund. So she's still...
It's actually not that recently. Her most recent is 28 days ago. And then before that was 4 months. 4 months, dude. $72, $73, $25. Oh my God.
Out there grifting for her legal defense, despite the fact that she hasn't really used this for legal defense. Really,
that's
there's
crazy.
been no filings on her part, significant filings, over almost a year. Since August of last year, she really hasn't done anything. So what's going on?
And let me tell you right now, if you're not using your lawyer, you're not spending that much money. And I can't imagine she got a super expensive lawyer. She did not spend that money on the defense. She has no defense. She's barely used them. They're not filing things. They're not doing anything then. Did you just fire the lawyers and keep the money? I don't understand. This is bad. And if she did scam, and let's say she withdrew the money and she's used it for rent since then. Oh, she's fucked. That's another thing. Now you might end up in jail.
Where did all this money go? Didn't she have to
use
that for legal funds? Well, I
fighter,
called this out last year, and I am proven absolutely right yet again that she tucked some weasel words in here so she didn't get hit with scamming or fraud allegations. So if we turn back to the actual language that she tucked into that GiveSendGo legal defense fund.
But yeah, see the personal expenses, but it says from lost wages and damages, right? So, how are you going to weasel out of this? Like, okay, let's say maybe you've used the words just enough to wiggle out of this. Your community should eviscerate you at this point and evaporate. If you've stolen their money and you've taken the money and run, and you're going to get hit with all this other stuff, your community should crucify you.
You can see it says here, this fundraiser is to cover any and all legal fees associated with his complaint, talking about Ethan Klein. Any counterclaims I may have against him, well, she can't file any counterclaims if she defaults.
Nope.
That's totally gone. So that's some BS to begin with. And then saying any other bills and personal expenses. from
Big
lost
Macs.
wages and damages arising from this
There's
litigation.
the Big Macs.
So her whole horse is going to be bet on personal expenses and bills. So she used this for rent. She used this once again for the Big Mac fund, chowing down on Cheetos, fried chicken, whatever else she did. But I mean, she was not using this for this fund. And because
But I will say this though, even though it does say personal expenses, it says and damages arising from this litigation. So, your rent is not arising from the litigation. The entire sentence could still land her in hot water, okay? Now, this stuff might help a little bit. Let's say people stopped watching your stream a little more. Maybe you can blame it. You can find a way to blame it on this content nuke situation. But that's a stretch. You got to prove it. I'm like, if it comes down to like her getting rung up for misuse of funds, unless it's just sitting there and she can just return it, I don't know. But the one thing I will say is that the damages from this litigation, if she defaults, then maybe the money could be used for that. If there's any left. I kind of wonder though. She's not a big streamer. She's very, very tiny. She, for some reason, always gets like pushed because she's like basically gross and she's a Hassan Orbiter. Like she's a very close Hassan Orbiter, but she has no real following. Denims at least has a following. This chick doesn't. This chick does not have viewers. Not in like she's a full-time streamer. She does not have the viewers to be a full-time streamer. So it's very possible she's used this money to support herself.
Because of that, she's able to say, hey, I didn't scam you because I put personal expenses in there. So you can't sue me. You guys can't come back and say I defrauded you because, hey, I disclosed this could be my personal expenses. So in judgment here, looking at this, I absolutely believe that she clearly used this for her personal expenses.
I think
chiefly. Because she really didn't do anything in this lawsuit significantly. Her legal bills are probably no more than a couple $1,000s in this. Over totaling based on what she did. She really didn't have to spend more than that for what she's done so far. It really isn't that expensive to just, go. Probably no more than a couple $1,000s in this.
Yeah, a couple $1,000. Shit. She's got 39 grand there. And she's raised about she's used about $2,000-ish, right? Well, let's just say she spent $5,000. Well, there's a lot of money left over. You better be coming up with a real good reason that that's not been used.
On what she did. She really didn't have to spend more than that for what she's done so far. It really isn't that expensive to just go and have settlement negotiations, do some bare bones work, etc., and not even filing a response, a basic short 1-2 page response, something
it's
very
laziness.
simple, is absolutely disgraceful. Having put up a legal defense fund, not even putting up a fight, not even taking this to summary judgment or a further stage where she could try to make an attempt to argue the law, try to do what Denims did. She's not even gone as far as Denims, right? Denims at least shown, hey, she's willing to put up some level of fight in this. She hasn't even tried. Frogan has been sitting in her room, not doing anything with this.
Yeah, nothing.
And if you look at the actual liability, it's going to be large. It's going to be over $200K.
That's crazy, dude. If this is $200,000 she gets hit with, that's insane. That is crazy. He thinks that she'll call bankruptcy, like that's the plan.
Statutory damages alone are up to $150K, and that doesn't include any of Frogan's profits or any of Ethan's lost revenue. So if they're able to cobble together 50 or 100K of lost profits or Frogan's revenue, something like that, as well as attorney's fees, because Ethan can tack his attorney's fees onto this.
That's a killer.
That certainly is going to be expensive because we all know that Ethan has the best lawyers on
They're
this
Jewish.
that are very expensive.
They're
That's
Jewish
certainly going
lawyers.
to get over 200K. So we're looking at a six-figure amount. That's going to be a lot for Frogan, for someone who is constantly begging for money and saying she's broke. So what do I think her strategy is? I think it's to declare personal bankruptcy. I think her strategy all along has been to deplete these funds. So even if Ethan Klein wins, she can say, hey, that fund is empty. I already drained that fund. So you can't get anything from that. And I am personally broke. She will declare bankruptcy after the judgment. So, hey, you're not going to get anything from me. So I think that's her strategy.
Like this makes her unmarriable too, by the way, because if you're a dude and you marry her, this can come after you. She ain't worth that. No, she ain't worth even a quarter of this. Ain't no way. You don't want that baggage coming with any woman.
That doesn't always
Especially
work
that
out.
one.
In some cases, there can still be liability attached. Now, that's going to be up for Ethan Klein to figure out that and fight that battle. But I think that's going to be her strategy in all of this.
That's crazy.
But without
Could
a
be
doubt,
right.
we can say that Frogan ate it all. I want to know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will catch you on the next one.
Dude, she ate the funds. She ate them. They're gone. They're in there somewhere. Oh my goodness. Lord Almighty. Well, anyway, so it will be interesting to see what happens, because if it does she's defaulted. I mean, it has happened. But out of 917 donations, we got about 39 grand. Where'd the money go? Did she eat the money away? I mean, she could have used it on rent and food, and now it's really gone. The bankruptcy thing's very interesting. That's a good point from Legal Mindset. Shout out to him. And for those of you who haven't already, give him a sub, give him a follow. I'm going to go ahead and drop a link right in the chat for you. There you go. Make sure you check out Legal Mindset. That is the direct link to his video where you can go look at this face if you really want to. Hey, you don't have to watch it here. There we go. But yeah, she's done, dude. It's over. I mean, so that's it. She's going to get a default judgment against her. She's bowed out of the whole thing. She's not paying attention to it. And has she responded? I haven't seen... yeah. I haven't seen anything. Hold on against. I am more healthy and fit than you will ever... No, come on. Please. No. So she hasn't really addressed it. She's just talking crap about people. This guy right here is getting sued by Ethan Klein, saying, Zionist millionaire podcaster Ethan Klein is suing me for a YouTube video. I'm defending against it, but I need your help. Okay, so that's another one. So now she's just retweeting this guy instead of just talking about it. She really is just avoiding it, huh? She's really avoiding it. She's not even talking about it now. She knows the default has been put. She knows. Anyway, I'm not going to post that guy shit. Fuck that guy. Fuck her. Fuck them. Watching this is great. She's gross. And watching her fail is phenomenal. So there we go. Get her out of here. Get her the fuck out of here. I think the best thing she could do is fucking repent.
Repent! And thou shalt be saved.
But to be fair, there may be no saving Frogan. Well, everyone, that being said, that is going to do it for the Viper Bite. Let me go ahead and set up the next one, which is, we got Pragmata coming up, okay, ladies and gentlemen. You want to stick around for that. We could be finishing the game today. I'm going to go make sure it's public. I just did the wrong thing. I went to the wrong place and clicked the wrong stuff.
Frogan has...
How the fuck is that on? Get me out of here. Hold on a second. This is nothing but a problem right now. Content. Live. That one. Make it public. Done. And make the time sooner. That's the thing. There we go. So not 10:30. We'll make it 10:15. Save. Boom. Okay, good. The Grimace is laughing. She ate it. And if anyone could eat the defense fund, it's Frogan. Let's be real. Like, if there's one person on Earth that does not surprise me, it's Frogan. It's true. Let me see something. Okay. We're going to raid myself. There we go. We've saved it. That's great. Yeah, so we've got Pragmata. I believe we're going to be finishing it up today. Thank you all so much. We are going to be fully woke, by the way. We tier 4'd on Monday, which means the fully woke Pragmata stream is going to be happening. I don't think we've been very woke for Pragmata. We have been playing it. I think we had the wig on once, but now we're going fully woke. Nose ring, glasses, wig, the whole goddamn shebang. And we're going to be maybe finishing it. I don't know how far I am. I think I'm close. I'm well into the 4th area, and I believe it's the last area. It looks like it is, but there might be more that I can't see. So, if you have not seen Woke J, stick around. We're going to forward you on over to the gaming stream, which is right here on YouTube. If you are on Rumble, stick around right there. You'll see an ending screen and then you'll see a new starting screen. Same thing on Kick. If you're over there, you'll see both. Just stay right there. Just wait a sec. You're going to get another little intro. That's all to give me time to switch over and, of course, get the other stream going on YouTube. You're going to love it. So definitely stick around right here. But this, of course, is not goodbye. It's always see you next time. Next time is Pragmata. But the next stream will be Monday. No stream Friday. I'm going out of town.
Lights are fading, game was strong. Time to say goodbye so long. We'll be back for another round. It's not the end, we run this town. Until then, keep up the fight. We'll face resistance, we're in the right. Gaming culture needs us to stay strong. So keep on going.